Hello everyone! Welcome to the 8th episode of The Weave. My name is Lucas and today I'll be the Dungeon Master.
Sounds like out of one of the
Yeah, today's going to be a special session, guys. Okay, so let's do a quick recap of what happened on our last episode of The Weave. Last time in Waterdeep, let me just grab this because I didn't connect my laptop. The party, after settling in Trollskull Manor, they went to have the first night there on the 5th of Hammer, 5th day of the year, and they were attacked by a Xanatar strike team led by an enforcer called Noska. Let me just switch to this camera. There was a gruesome fight that ensued and left the snow-covered cobblestones outside the manor covered in gore. A bugbear and 3 goblins were killed in the process. They captured Noska, the enforcer sent by the Xanatar's guild, and that was the dwarf leader of this group, and locked him up in the manor's cellar. Before going to bed though, whilst they were still talking about what they wanted to do, Silas and Keth decided to go on a quick raid. To Bookworm's treasure. A simple affair in theory. Hoping to get some scrolls on the cheap, as it were. There, Silas triggered some kind of silent alarm that Rishal, the page turner, had set up in his bookshop, and a confrontation ensued with Rishal, the page turner, the Dragonborn owner of the shop, putting Silas in a tight spot. Keth tried to help. Things got a bit out of control. Crimes were layered one on top of each other, according to Code Legal. And then eventually they managed to flee, disappearing into the night. The next morning, those who spent the night in the manor woke up to the commotion of the neighborhood as the bodies of the attackers were found, the attackers, the Xanatarians. As Silas and Keth made their way all the way back to the manor, Sergeant Seth Cromley, accompanied by Magist Barnabas Blastwind, showed up, and they quickly ascertained that the party's story made sense, and these attackers were indeed the Xanatarian thugs, and everything was resolved quite quickly after taking some statements. And but as this was going on, Silas and Keth were questioning Noska in the cellar, eventually learning some information and executing him.
Wow, that's
murder.
Yes. Millicent, Genhorn and Niall then decided to go shopping, seeing that Silas and Keth were nowhere to be seen after dealing with the city watch. And you left the manor towards somewhere in Waterdeep. Sorry?
I'm actually going to double back and go back and see what these two were doing, because I don't really want to go shopping.
Okay, well, we ended up as Silas and Keth left the cellar, locked it with one of your multiple padlocks, and that's where we left off. So, yes, what do you want to do? Do you want to go back where?
I'm just gonna. I don't really. Sorry. I don't really want to go shopping. I don't really need anything, so I'm gonna head back to the.
I wasn't aware you were even here.
Yeah,
Literally just came out of nowhere.
I mean, yeah, I guess I'm kind of sneaky like that. I mean, maybe you'll never know. Just keep turning around. Like, where's
Wait, didn't you change it to something?
Nah, I was getting it, but we didn't really. We finished on a bit.
But you did.
We finished on a bit of a...
You said, I'm going to change it to something and start following.
I don't really go
so
through
what
it.
are you
I was
right
thinking
now?
about it. We were asking questions, we were talking about it. Never really happened.
Well, okay. You do as you wish.
Alright, well, see you later then, I guess.
Bye.
Bye. I'm going to walk back to the bar.
Okay, you will, and you are going with Niall.
Yeah. I don't know if he knows, but I'm with.
As
It's
you
not
leave,
really high perception.
yeah, with your high passive perception, you notice Millicent is kind of like following.
No,
It's right next to you holding your hand.
Millie was the only one who said she was coming last time. No, he didn't, so I know Millie's there, yes.
Okay, so you leave towards where?
Right, I don't know what you need, but I need to go to some kind of
Cleaning?
silk shop.
Wow, that's a. For what?
Need some PJs.
Oh, okay. I need to get cleaning things.
Yes, oh, that's on the list, don't worry.
Right.
We'll
so-
do the round.
and a bedroll.
The bedroll, yes, okay, well, make sure you have that on your list.
And a broom.
That room, yes, oh, that's on my one.
That's my whole list.
Yes, that's a. We've got doubles there. Okay, silk shop. Shop that does the silks.
Do you know of one?
Would you want just silks or would you want one that's already made pajamas? Are you capable of making your own pajamas?
So-
Taylor, I don't know. I don't know how it works in these. In this
So
city.
you know that in the trades world, near Virgin Square, in fact, not far from where the bowels of the earth is, the pub that you visited with Silas, apparently he worked there. There is a place called the Mayroth's Fine Silks.
Sounds bloody.
And it is supposedly one of the better places in town for clothing.
That's the one.
Okay, so you're gonna make your way there. It's gonna take from where you are. It's gonna take probably about let's see where you. Wow, you're quite far away. You're quite far north.
Well, you gave us a house.
Yeah.
Don't blame us.
We just skip to it anyway, you know.
Yeah.
You skip there.
Hand in
Pajamas.
Yeah, it's gonna take you some time. It's gonna take you about 30 minutes to get there.
Well,
Walking.
I mean, what just to get? Where is that shop in the trade world? Just to get in the trade
So
world.
if you look at the Waterdeep map, as opposed to
if we have to double back just to.
It
clean
is-
supplies.
it is right east of the castle, near the T of Trades Ward. Virgin Square is the square that is there. That exactly. Elio has the.
Oh, so
Yeah.
it takes us that long just pretty much get to the
Yeah,
trade world anyway.
because the bows is just
Fine.
It is pretty much 2 shops north of the bars.
As long as we finish by noon,
Oh right.
then I have to
That's
walk.
not far from here, right? We can get to there faster from where we're going than from
Yes,
home.
yes, it's on the way. I guess.
Okay. So you're gonna
Wait, Blackstaff Tower. Where is Blackstaff Tower?
Blackstaff Tower. You remember you have to be there at noon. Is
is that the mountain or something? Or
It
something
is. It is west of the market, and
else? Oh,
and it is. If you see the Lady Dreaming statue, you trace north from there, from the D of the Lady. There's a big building.
Oh, the one that's like a diamond.
The one that is like a diamond.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I mean, we can't go there till noon anyway, so we have to do something to fill the time.
Okay. So you're gonna go to the Mayroth's Fine Silks.
Oh yeah.
As you come out of the cellar, locking it with a padlock, Genhorn comes back inside the tavern.
Can't wait to meet the NPC.
I thought you left.
Yeah, well, we're going shopping. I don't really need any shopping, so
You didn't.
don't really. I spent all my money on my new shield, so. Did I tell you about that?
No, it doesn't seem like it's on you. I thought
No.
you'd be parading it around.
I ordered it from around the corner.
Cheaper than the last place.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, that's good.
So he's gonna make it for me, ready in 10 days.
10 days.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna happen in 10 days. What happened to the other two? Where did they go?
They're going shopping. I don't know where. They just went shopping.
Okay. Shopping for what? Do you know?
Hmm?
Do you know shopping for what?
I imagine for cleaning stuff. But
Very nice.
he's a bit obsessed with cleaning, so
Yeah, hopefully I'll do the whole house.
well, yeah, that'd be nice.
What happened outside with the city watch?
Yeah, so they were pretty much. I showed my badge, and they were like, "Yeah, okay, that's fine."
That's good.
So obviously the Xanthars, or was it Zentrim? I got confused. Whoever it was that attacked us, they can see that it was it's just self-defense, and yeah, they're gonna get all the bodies cleared away. There was some other guy though, asking about you. The guy from the bookshop.
Interesting. Yeah, I bought a book about ghosts from him the other day.
Yeah, that wasn't what he was saying, but.
What was he saying?
It was something about what did he actually say? I can't remember. What did he actually say to me when the coroner came through?
Is it, he said
Said they were
that
thieves.
if you had an associate living here that had broken into his bookshop last night, and that you should get rid of them, and if you knew where it was, he was kind of like talking a lot and saying one thing after the next, so you couldn't form like a coherent story out of him, but he was upset and was blaming someone that apparently said that lived here about something.
Yeah, he was blaming one of you two for something. He mentioned he mentioned Tiefling as well, hadn't he?
Yes, he said
Yeah.
the tiefling that lives here.
He mentioned you. That he's done something bad to him.
Didn't do anything bad to him. He's fine. All his merchandise is intact in his house. Didn't take anything.
So what actually happened?
Popped in to do a bit of light reading, and he took hostilities.
We took umbrage to it.
Yeah. Trying to formulate a bit of an idea. So, well, you're gonna find out at some point. So, that dwarf has died, unfortunately.
Oh, did he bleed out? Did he?
Yeah, it seems to have died from his wounds. We
Do you want to
11.
deceive or?
I might be lying. We
He's been so casual about it. It's like, yeah, what?
he mentioned a couple of things just before he died. Something about an eye and a stone. Rantings and ravings, really. You heard him speak. He was cursing this and that.
Yeah.
Didn't really want to help. Obviously, we've got a body to deal with. I've just thought of quite a good idea, though, that might solve all of our problems.
Alright.
Now, you can turn into animals, right? That seems to have been established in the last day, somewhat confusingly.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you turn into a horse?
Yeah. I've not tried it yet, but I guess yeah.
That's
Probably.
what you turn into a panther, so...
Yeah, it probably wouldn't be much different, I guess.
Yeah.
Give it a go.
Because horse is an easy way to move the body. What we could do, put the body on a horse. Basically, I'm not thinking of anything too absurd. Ride him up to a city guard and just say he attacked us and we had to kill him in self-defense. The guy's got a crossbow for a hand.
I
It's
mean,
not like he looks like a model citizen.
there's probably an easy way.
You're going to eat the body as a pig.
Well, no, I don't really fancy that. But when I transform, usually things sort of meld into my form. I've noticed, and maybe if I had him kind of like strapped to my back, it might work. We can try it. I mean, I've not got anything else to do today.
That's not the worst idea. It couldn't
We
work.
do seem to be accumulating a lot of bodies lately, and it would be good to figure out a useful way to get rid of them.
Well,
Because
like I say, I knew a guy that used to feed them to pigs. Made good fertiliser as well. If you
I
think
mean,
of
if
it.
pigs do like to eat bodies, then we could do that.
But-
Get some pigs.
Well...
I mean, with the pigs like living in the pigs want to live in the basement.
I mean, you know that disposing of a whole body, even if a pig can eat fast, but even if you want something bigger like a lion or whatever, it takes a while. It lives a lot. After it, it's not like a perfect. It's not like
I
it's
think-
appearing.
Yeah, we might be overthinking this. I
Well,
mean, people die at night every
Well,
up
so
in
it's
this
just
city.
up the body. Yeah, but the problem is city guard often have They take the bodies, they can reanimate them, ask them how they died, where they were. If you get a guy that dies just randomly in the street, they're going to try and. But if we just say, oh, he tried to mug us or something, jumped out, said he was with Xanathars.
But they might do the same to him if we try. I mean,
it's an expensive procedure. Maybe they're just like, oh, common thug, never mind.
they said the City Watch said City Watch, City Guard, City Watch.
City guard.
City Watch, City Guard of the Army.
City Guard of the army. City Watch are the police.
Alright, the City Watch said they were going to reanimate these goblins and bugbear
Yeah,
and
the
whatnot,
one-
and they're going to ask them
The
questions.
one that actually had a head left, they were going to bring him back to ask him some questions just to confirm our story.
Well, was it to confirm the story, or was it to just try and check why they're in?
Well, I imagine they were probably asking why they
Do
were
both,
why
yeah,
they were
maybe.
here.
I imagine. What if we chop his head off?
I
Then
mean,
they can't make him talk.
you have to smash the head up good, I think. We've got
I
like
know it's brutal, but
I don't really. I mean, I'd rather not be involved in that if that's alright. But if you want to, and also if you're going to smash someone's, I mean, you might want to take them somewhere else to do
yeah,
it.
it's messy work. The other thing I was thinking, this dragon was going to
Chuck
cause
it.
us problems.
It'd be cool. It'd be great if we could chuck him down the yawning portal. Just chuck him down there.
Just carry him in.
Might be tricky to get him through the door.
And if we can hide him if we can hide him in his body, you turn into a mouse, climb into the portal hole, turn back holding onto the edge, he just drops off down the hole.
Yeah, we could try it. Well, we don't even know if it works yet. But,
I didn't think that's gonna work.
Well, let's why don't we put a pin in that one for now, and we do that this evening when it's a bit darker.
Yeah. that's a good idea.
But I was thinking today, do I can't remember, do I know about the ship? Did we talk about the ship captain having the thing,
Having the what?
having the
Yeah,
piece?
yeah,
we
yeah.
talked about that.
Do you want to go and see the ship captain about the piece of the fresco that's left?
It's not I mean, we should, but to be honest with you, they're doing a fair. It's going to be a nightly thing. Might be a bit of nice light relief for all of us, given the hostilities we found ourselves engaging in last night. Maybe Millicent and Narwithin might want to come along to that one. Just see the fair as a group, have a bit of a lighter time. What do you think? And then
Well-
maybe question him after.
It depends if we want to question him or if we just want to take it.
Yeah, that's true actually.
Well, if we want to take it with the cover of night, it's always preferable anyway.
Yeah, unless you can turn into a spider and crawl in, and then, I mean, there's probably less people around this time of day if it's gonna be a fair in the night time.
It's true. I mean, the other thing I was thinking, you mentioned that this Dragonborn, how much did he let on to the, you mentioned there was a city watch.
Well, he went off with the City Watch to talk to a magistrate. The City Watch didn't really seem to care about his problems.
Yeah, that's going to cause us some trouble. Do you remember what he looked like?
The Dragonborn.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
And you're comfortable enough wearing his skin for a while, so to speak.
Just got to warn you, by the way, I've been reading through the rules, and yeah, if you get caught doing that, it might be pretty bad. So.
Well, unfortunately,
What?
we have already got caught being doing that.
What do you have in mind?
Oh well, that's not good.
I thought maybe just pretend to be him. Or you can do it actually, can't you? So you can turn
Well,
into
I
a
don't want to
being
get
as well.
involved with pretending to be people.
Yeah, that's fair.
Listen, if the idea is good, we can try it, but
Well,
let's just
we-
not
Can we not
escalate
just-
our troubles.
You
just for the
dress as
sake of it.
him, wander into the magistrates with me, and we say, look, it was a big misunderstanding, we've talked it through, we'd like to settle the case.
I'm not sure if I want to walk into the magistrate to deceive
Worst
them.
comes to worst, they put us in the zone of truth
Just
and
to-
hash it out.
Well,
In which
yeah,
case,
oh,
we decline, and
Just to check as well, what exactly was it you
but that's
were reading
no,
in
it's-
his?
he had a scroll that cost more than I was willing to pay for something that might have been worthless to me. I just wanted a second glance at it.
But so you were going to give it back then?
I told him that I had no intention of keeping them. I thought I could take it tonight, have a read, drop it back tomorrow.
Because there's no one in there at the moment if he's gone off to the magistrates.
Yeah. And also, even if we did that and it did succeed, he might just come back the next day and just say exactly the opposite, and the magistrate will be like, "Oh, you came yesterday," and then
Yeah,
we'd
no,
be
that's
in
true.
double trouble.
Well,
I
if he's not there, we might as well double down. we didn't take anything.
Silas, he has magic that warns him when things go wrong. I think this
He's
one.
gonna be on the other
I
side of
think.
the
I
sea.
think. Listen, I am more than happy to get involved in a tussle, But maybe this is a time to keep a low profile for a little bit. Just try to hide those phones of yours, and
It's easier for you to say, and you.
I mean, there are other ways to just wear your cloak. It's a cold day. Keep your hood up.
Keep my toe head in. Yeah, it might work. I just moved here. I don't want someone skulking around day in, day out.
I mean, there is something else we could try if you wanted to hide a bit more.
Feed him to the pigs.
Well,
I'm kidding.
okay,
I'm not.
okay.
I'm going to start murdering citizens.
Roll inside.
He's not sure, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe I'll do it, maybe I won't.
That dwarf, though, he mentioned that this thing that we seem to have got ourselves involved in is extensive in its depths, and that I have foolishly intertwined myself in something much bigger than what I'm capable of dealing with. So, given that they showed up at our house already, and he did mention that they're going to keep sending people to find out what we know, because they seem to think that we are vastly more involved in this than we have stumbled into. So, honestly, I think we're all at some risk in this property, and we need to be cautious, especially with the children around as well.
Yeah,
Think of the children.
if someone hurt them, then I would be pretty mad.
If someone hurt me, I'd be pretty mad. So,
Well, yeah, but I'm sure you'd get over it.
you'd hope. But, wait, what's your plan?
Oh well, I was just gonna say we should go down to the ship and see if we can sneak on and get that bit back. But
Bit of reconnaissance isn't the worst idea, at least then if we do bump into the others, then we can,
yeah, unless you want to go back and have a quick look at the sewers and see if there was anything around.
actually that's not the worst idea either.
I think we're forgetting the fact that, I mean, without Millicent and now within, the three of us going into the sewers might be extremely dangerous. We might get killed. There's
Well,
other
we
might
can
be
just
waiting
have a
for
sneak
us.
around and then
Like, worst things to worst, he turns into a horse and we run him out.
I don't know about that. I don't know how I feel about that.
Horse ran in the sewers. Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't think this is a good idea. I think we could all get ourselves killed for nothing.
So what would you rather do?
That's
Well, I mean, if
Well, the other thing is we could go to what was the name of that family that had the
Halflands.
Castellantas, was it?
That's a
the
noble
Castle
house.
Houses,
I'm not
the
sure.
noble house.
Yeah, we could maybe go and have a sneak around there and see if we could find anything.
That's not the worst idea.
It's pretty close by, I think, as well. It'll be somewhere in this area.
Yeah. I mean,
We could,
yeah, I mean, that's true. I'm happy to do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, summoning.
But I'm not sure we'll, it'll be difficult to learn anything. It's a noble house, they'll have guards, it'll be difficult to get inside.
Well, don't you specialise in difficult to get inside?
In the middle of the day, not quite.
Not according to that Dragonborn either. But
I mean,
it's not a bad idea. If we know they're dealing with things from the Infernal, perhaps I could present myself as somewhat of a guide for them to the powers that they're meddling in.
Yeah, maybe.
They don't know that we know that angle.
Yeah, I could just be a cat.
Yeah, it's true, and you could be my assistant.
So we're just going to turn up and try to deceive a whole noble
They're
house.
not going to kill us, are they?
Yeah, sounds like a fun. What day is it?
Yeah, why are your ideas so goddamn suicidal today? What's going on?
Do you know, everything's just going a bit crazy in it, so.
Cold weather.
No, just.
Where's Quill Alley? Where
Quill Alley.
I'm meant to meet Fenris Stone Castle or Felrecht.
Quill Alley is let me check. It is right south of the City of the Dead. Essentially, the E of Trades ward
Yeah.
north.
Yes,
Okay.
Yeah, that's the one.
Sort of heading northwest.
Mm-hmm.
Just seems like we've got ourselves involved with some stuff, and
Well, that's precisely my thinking. I mean, we are involved in all manner of things that are far above our pay grade, so to speak. And if there's anyone here that tries to get us out of the pickle, it's Millicent. She's the one who's exploding heads and
Well, yeah,
throwing
but
daggers in eyes.
Maybe we want to have like less exploding heads. Be better, less of a trail.
I know, but what I mean is, if we're gonna get into danger, I'd rather have her back.
Oh yeah, but we're not gonna. I mean, if we get into danger, we're just gonna run away.
If also we're going to a noble family and it's ending with exploding heads, we're going to have much bigger problems to deal with than just...
Yeah. Which reminds me of one thing. I mean, if perhaps we could seek some more allies. And
Who would you have in mind?
well, I was thinking of my previous organisation.
Your previous organisation has tried to kill us nigh 3 days ago.
Exactly.
That's hardly the kind of
Are these
company I'd keep as allies.
these are all the people from Icewind Dale, are they?
Yeah, the very same ones. Well, I mean, if we got ourselves into more trouble than we can handle, perhaps, and we cannot ally ourselves with the Senators, either we,
Well, the offer was there, but
yeah, but
do your ex-allies see you in any better a light than mine seem to see me?
what, sorry?
Your ex-allies doesn't sound like they're on the best terms with you, so to speak.
They're not in bad terms with me, but I guess I probably would have to ingratiate myself to them, since after the accident, I sort of lay low for a while, and they probably would have liked me to let them know that I was alive.
Well, could you deliberate further on the accident? Did you kill one of them?
No, much to the contrary.
They killed you.
No,
Yeah.
they were the people I was with, and everyone else got killed except for me. And I ended up.
So it looks a bit
That
like
does
you're
not
the
look
one.
good for you.
Yeah.
Well, I
Killed
guess
by-
put it that way. Yeah.
How did everyone else die?
By a mercenary company that rescued me from the clutches of the others, apparently.
So you got rescued by some mercenaries who killed everyone else.
Yes.
Where are these mercenaries now?
Somewhere around here.
Do they have a name?
They call the gentleman Napes. But apparently I was still in the I was still in the dwarf that we met in the Skewered Dragon. And he doesn't seem to think much of them, but they were definitely capable enough at the time.
Or wouldn't they make better allies than some people that may or may not think that you are responsible for murdering a troop of their company? The people that rescued you, or claim to have rescued you at the very least. Or would it make more enemies of your ex-allies if you're seen associating with people that did murder?
I think they're probably no match for my allies. They were just
murdered an entire troop of your allies.
it was
Well,
only
I mean,
four
if
of
you
us.
take anyone by surprise,
That's true.
Yeah. I mean, it's something to consider. There's clearly the centering, the Xanatar, and the hidden cloaked figures in the night,
yeah.
all vying for something in the city. We've obviously alienated the Xanatars. We could ally with the Zentrans. I mean, we do have the connection of, what's his name? Davil.
Oh yeah.
But they're the ones that had the guy with the tentacles, the mind flare guy.
No, those are the Xanatars.
Those are Xanatars.
No.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. They get very confusing. There's so many different things
Yeah.
going
Close names.
on.
Zents and Zents.
So, do you fancy going checking out the Castellantas then?
Yeah, I reckon that's
Okay.
probably the best bet.
Very well. Well, let's. Let's. Okay, I'll trust your ill judgment.
So, where are you going?
So,
To the Castellanta's house.
probably gonna have to ask around a little bit first.
I don't think you know where it is.
No, I was gonna say.
Would I not know where that is?
Okay, make a history check.
For reasons.
For
Yeah.
reasons.
Yeah, make a history check
Us. You're home.
for reasons.
Plus
For
4. 18.
18. Yeah, you're pretty sure where it is. You might have been there once or twice back in the day, a long time ago. It's in Diamond Street in the Seaward. If you look at the A in C and you go north,
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Diamond Street where it meets Delzorin Street. There's a big chunk of houses with some green.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's just quite close
not
to
that
the-
one.
Oh, the north one.
Yeah.
Southwest one,
Yeah,
yeah.
right on top of the A.
Yeah.
It's quite close to Lord Veneer's house.
It's not far away. It's not
Didn't
far
you
away.
have to meet Lord Renair today?
He's supposed to be taking me dagger shopping, but
Where
to be
are you?
honest with you, I don't know that he'll show up. But I can leave a note on the door, maybe.
Right. We could drop by his place. See if he's
Yeah,
there.
maybe I get my
In
bottle
fact,
back as well.
Delzorin Street go all the way, if you look, to Trollskull Alley.
That's fantastic.
So you just walk straight for 15 minutes from Trollskull Alley all the way west, and you are there.
Well, we can knock in on Lord Renair then if we're in here.
Sure. Make sure you get a hood up.
Okay, so you guys are going there.
Yeah, I'll disguise myself in beforehand. I'll put like a big hood up and try and look different.
Okay, are you using...
Not using a disguise kit, just like trying to keep concealed. Big
Okay,
scarf pulled up, big hood up.
okay.
I'm going as a human, short hair,
You're using your...
brown,
Okay,
brown
yeah, you
short
both...
hair,
Vroom, vroom.
brown eyes, tan skin.
Yeah, you see Keth actually transforming appearance.
I'm going to go with Silas. No.
Which one of you is it?
Okay, you two guys make your way all the way to Mayroth, what's it called? Mayroth Fine Silks in the Trace Ward. It is a nice shop. It has a very polished dark wood on the outside, and inside there are pieces of bolts of cloth, pieces tapestries, pieces of cloth like stacked on top of each other on tables, and about 4 or 5 people working. And there is a man, a portly man in the middle, kind of middle-aged, probably, cleanly shaven, slick hair, combed back, and is wearing some kind of very fine working clothes as opposed to, you know, classic. I mean, this is tailor after all, and he has bolts of cloth kind of wrapped around his arm, and a notepad, and he's taking some notes, talking to apparently he's a clerk or some kind of helper there in the tailor shop. And you will recognize this is Mr. Mayroth, one of the finest tailors in the city.
Ooh, isn't this lovely? Oh, it smells fantastic in here.
Smells clean cloth,
You ever
colors everywhere.
Have you ever been here? It's your first time
I haven't.
shopping for silks?
It looks pretty thin. Are you sure this is going to be warm enough? Like the house hasn't got a roof.
Oh, I'm terribly hot-blooded.
Okay, I'll follow you lead. I might get something for myself because I don't really have much of a change of clothes.
Oh, there's so many colours here, Mary. How are we ever to decide? Oh, I think this one would look great on you.
Well, I was thinking more of like a light blue, because then when it starts to get like dirty, the brown and the yellow like mix with the blue, and then it'll just go grey instead of looking. So it'll last longer.
Yes, or you could just wash them. You know, I'll be washing mine regularly. Makes them last longer.
Okay.
Should we get some assistance?
Yeah, as I mean, apparently people there are just used to people entering and just browsing or admiring, and no one had come to you. But as soon as you call, a woman lifts her head. She has kind of spectacles, and is also going over some measures and looking at a nice piece of silk that is kind of like laid out over the table, and looks at you, comes over. Yes, hello. How can I help you?
Hello.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm looking for some silks. I see you have a lot of them. Do you
That's
also
correct.
do you tailor? Do you make?
Of course.
Oh, that's excellent. Pajamas.
Silk pajamas.
Yes.
Sure. Do you kind of represent this noble house? She's kind of like doing you once over and seeing essentially your armor still covered in some pieces of. What? Okay, I'm gonna say you clean it so there's no blood, but you are wearing your armor. You have a mace or hammer, a shield.
It's normally under my cape.
Yeah, and you are wearing your winter cloak, but she's kind of like wondering what's up with this military style man. Sorry, yes, Count representing one of your lords needs a silk pajamas.
No, myself. We've just acquired a new house, and of course, we need a new set of pajamas to mark the occasion.
Of course you do. Sure. What kind of silk do you want? Do you want us to take your measures and?
The softest.
Okay.
But I need specific pattern, so it either has to be. I'll go with a navy or a baby blue, and I need either moons or stars or lightning bolts.
Okay. Here's the thing. We don't. That can. So you need embroidery.
Yes. Well, I don't know. Aren't they?
We don't
common
stand
pattern?
silk. That will ruin it.
No,
You will
but-
have to.
I mean, you don't have silks that have that pattern on already. Not even
No.
stars.
No.
She
The
thinks
silks
you're weird.
are pure and plain. We can certainly sew patterns on it.
Okay,
But
we're
it's-
gonna have to do that.
It will ruin the flowy and wavy aspect of the silk. This hard embroidery will prevent it from being soft and.
Ooh, you've given me a right dilemma there. Ooh. Well, we could just make them small, so that
Okay, small lightning bolts with moons and stars.
Yes. I'm not sure which one to go with. Maybe all three. Which one should I go with?
It looks too thin. This isn't gonna be warm enough. You're gonna be cold.
I don't like sweating.
Right, but what stops it? What's the afterlife? If you get hot, you sweat, and if you get cold, a bad thing having short, right? Like,
Silks are great at protecting from the cold, actually.
but it's so thin. Like,
Oh yes, but just try this on. Take your clothes off.
try that.
The coat, just the coat, and she gives you some kind of essentially gown, like nightgown, that is all like pure smooth silk, and feels quite warm inside.
It's really soft. I like it.
Are you making me jealous?
But how much is something like this cost though?
That will run you around 10 gold pieces, 10 dragons.
Carefully take it up. Okay, you're that's normal, right? 10 gold. I mean, it's a little
It
steep
is.
for me.
It is some of the finest silk you can find in
Well,
town.
You see, I mean, I am going to be quite a regular with the old silks. Is there any kind of deal we could do for someone who, if I was to make this my one-stop shop for all things silks?
We don't run subscriptions, but once someone buys from us, it does become their one-stop shop.
That's very confident.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm sold.
I can be like, I can part with more than 5 gold for this.
5.
We have
That's a-
other types of silks that we can probably, if we don't have to tailor it for you, like but give you something that's already made, we can definitely find something for 5 gold pieces.
Like, how much is that usually? Because I feel like you might be trying to burn me here, and I don't want to.
Oh no, what I mean is tailoring something for you is more expensive, and this particular gown I showed you is some of the most expensive silk. But I do have others already made, so they don't need to be tailored to you. There are 5 dragons.
Does it go any lower than that? Because I was trying to look big with the 5 dragons. That's still a little high for me.
The lowest we can go is 4 dragons.
they have like linen stores around here?
Oh, don't sell yourself short. Any-
We only work with silks here. It's in the name of the shop.
Best money you'll ever spend.
You're. I don't want to be the only one. I just see how much money I have. I don't think
Do you want to think about it, and I'll do mine.
Do you have anything in like a light blue?
A light blue.
Like a icy-
Okay, it's also nightgown or
yeah, just like a straight gown, maybe like a small collar too. and
the
that's
opening. The color. Okay, yes, we can find something. She goes around, comes back later with a piece of a very soft light blue kind of gown that goes all the way to the feet. Essentially, you tie it also with a silken kind of belt in your waist.
Okay, so
Otherwise, it's
like
just
a-
open.
Oh,
It's open, and you tie it in your belt, to close it.
do you? I'm thinking more like a long shirt.
Oh, okay. Yes, actually, we have those are very popular in Kalimshan. We have some Kalishite silks that have come to town, and she brings a really nice gown that essentially has embroidery only like in the trim of the, and it looks Kalishite. It is kind of a light blue with a bit of a cover that you would imagine is for like traveling in the desert, and it is very, very finely made. This one though, they are all imported, like one piece suits. This will run you 8 gold dragons.
So maybe. I mean, I have 5, and I would like it. It is nice, and I mean, 5 is a lot for me, and
Of course it is.
I don't mean to put you in a.
Let's leave it there for a second. Maybe we can make a deal once we know what the gentleman desires.
Yes. So if you want light blue, I guess I'll go with a navy. Yes, we're gonna have to tailor it.
Do you want me to take your measures?
Yes. And then
The armor needs to go.
Yes, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then I think I'll go with. Let's go with moons and stars.
Very well. Do you want 2 pieces, trousers and shirt, or 1 piece in the Kalishite style?
Do you do like a onesie?
A onesie.
Yes.
Silk
A
A
kind of
onesie, but not a gown. Meaning with like a
like,
trouser
open
legs.
front so you can like climb inside it.
Yes, with legs, not like a gown.
Yes, with legs.
We can definitely do that. Yes.
Great. And I'm
A
thinking.
silk, navy blue onesie.
And then buttons.
Like a sailor.
Buttons.
Yes, buttons to close.
Very,
the front.
to close it. Yes, we can definitely do that.
Something
Any
twinkly. Catches the light.
silver buttons?
Ooh. Have you got any kind of? I don't need. It doesn't have to be metal. Just something that. Some kind of stone.
Okay, some kind of gemstone buttons.
Yes. Yes.
Very well.
The golden toilets.
Shall we take your measures? This will run you, just based on the calculations on the amount of cloth, the gemstones, the tailoring, the actual manufacturing of the onesie. This will be about 30 dragons.
Ooh. Well, that's really piled up.
I mean, you have been choosing. You have been choosing.
I mean, you said 10 at the start. I didn't think it would triple.
10 is for a pre-made one.
Oh, you said the
No,
10 one was
yes.
as a tailored one.
No, the 10 was a pre-made one.
No, that's not what you said. My friend here.
I
You're
said
fibbing.
that there are cheaper pre-made ones than the one that is 10. If anything that is tailored to your specifications and your measures will run you more gold.
Okay,
I'm
have we
afraid.
got any roughly in my size? I don't mind if it's a bit loose, as long as it's not too tight.
Okay,
Every salesman wears nine.
they tell you they can.
What's your standard large?
They don't have onesies though.
Can't you just stitch the pants to the top together?
Okay, so they can do a quick job to essentially cut the lower part of the gown and stitch it together so it becomes a onesie, you know, trouser legs essentially. They will take like a large one. That will run you about 11 dragons.
Okay, and these, I mean, without the buttons? Is that just...
Without the buttons.
That's just the silk. That's just the cloth, right?
Well, the cloth already in the shape of a onesie.
That's
with,
11. Is that
with
what you're saying?
yeah, that's 11.
Okay.
With you have two options. We can put buttons. We will run you 13 gold. So, well, you said you wanted gemstone
Well, I
buttons.
said stone, and not, it's not something that, you know, just twinkles.
Okay. We don't do cheap here. I'm afraid. If you want that kind of service,
No, I don't. Just
Well-
cheaper.
Let's go execute another dwarf in the basement.
so they will find you. They will essentially cut holes and stitch them together so you can use lace or a piece of, you know, fine rope to just go over it and adjust it. That will be cheaper than the buttons.
What is your cheapest button?
Maybe we could go elsewhere for buttons.
Okay.
The DM's was nightmare.
We can,
This is meant to be my one-stop shop.
well, it is, but we only work with a certain standard of materials here.
What's the lowest?
We are not called Mero's average silks. We are fine silks.
Yeah, but you don't have buttons in your title either, so...
Okay. I can source you some. You know what? You said you want. How much was that? You said you wanted to pay for it?
5.
5. I can give you both with a set of the simplest stone buttons that we have.
Are they polished? Shiny?
Yes.
That'll do.
For 17 gold both. I'm already applying a discount.
Okay, and the moons and the stars included, yes.
No, this is a piece
Oh.
already there.
Oh, I thought that was your
You
closing
want
deal.
That,
That sounded
that-
like a closer.
that requires tailor's work.
That sounded like
The
a shake my hand
embroidery.
and we're good. Okay, so, and that is...
If you want the embroidery of moons and stars and lightning balls all over the onesie, it will run you 3 more dragons.
Make can you sew?
Not really.
We'll take it.
I can make the buttons.
20 dragons total then. With the buttons, the pattern.
Still sounds good to me.
Right, so how much have I got already? 17, and then that's 5 on mine and 12 of yours. Remember? Right.
No, it's now, with the patterns, it's now 15 for his.
You're happy with that? She thinks you're weird.
I mean, I'm not happy now, but when I get in, I'll forget all about it.
Okay.
Are you happy with yours?
I'm happy with mine.
Okay.
Very well. Yours will require some work. You can come by in 2 days.
Oh,
I can't do it in like an afternoon, my lord. I'm sorry. Yours you can take now.
That's great. So you're gonna come back, I guess then.
What am I going to wear tonight?
Without the stars and the moons,
Do you have-
you're gonna have it now.
Do you have like a temporary... Do you do a temporary service when you're waiting? Do you
Temporary
Yes.
service.
I'll give it back to you.
Of Star Wanses. No, we don't do temporary
Oh, what did
services.
you wear last night? You slept last night, right? What did you do?
Just go naked.
You do that again? Let's guess.
No, it doesn't feel good. I could go back home and see if they have any old stuff for me. Okay, if we...
I'm gonna need half as a deposit.
Is there any way... Is there anything I can remove that would allow me to take it home today? What's holding it up?
well, the stitching of the legs into a onesie, the embroidery,
Yes.
and the
Forget
buttons.
that. And forget the buttons.
Okay, so you want the gown.
Yes.
So you can take the gown plus this one, the other gown for
scones.
14 gold pieces total. Now,
Okay. And I could come back and get the other stuff. Maybe I could leave it here. You do some work. I pick it back up. If you're not finished, I bring it back. So you do it in the day, and I get to wear it in the night. So I don't know. I'll think it through. I'm good.
Do it while you're
so you take both light blue and navy blue gowns. Essentially, they are
Yes.
quite similar. They are all of Kalishai style. I
I'll
suppose.
tell you what.
Mine doesn't open the front.
I'll tell you what. I will learn how to sew. Can I have some? What do you use to do the sewing?
Needles,
Yes, but the
thread.
material. Yes, what material is it?
Well, for silk you need silk thread.
Silk thread. I'll take. How many do you go through?
How many?
Yes,
How many
How
rolls?
many do I need to buy to do the thing I want to do?
Oh dear, no! You're gonna ruin it. No, don't do it.
I've got very safe hands.
I think she's right.
My mother knows how to sew.
You want it to be nice, right?
Doesn't she?
No.
My
she
father
never-
knows how to sew.
Your father might know.
My father.
Your
knows
mother
how to sew.
never had time for that
My
crap.
father knows how to sew.
Oh no.
Oh, hello, buddy. That's
okay.
me.
Okay.
No. Okay,
Resta, ready.
That's that. Go on, go. We have go.
Oh, no.
Make sure
Oh,
she
no.
walks around you.
Go. Go.
Yes, sure.
Go. Quick, roll this ball.
Random encounters.
So your father might know, but still you have no idea.
I have a backup. So how many rolls? Silk thread. I need it in. If I'm going navy, it's gonna have to be. Do you do silver or white?
Sure, I'm warning you. This is very fine silk. You need someone that knows how to work with it. But I'm perfectly happy to sell you 8 shards worth of thread, so you can do it yourself.
Great. That's a deal.
Okay, so that will be in total 14 dragons and 8 shards, and you'll take the gowns and the silver silk.
Great. I got this. You get the next thing on the list. 14.
I think the next thing's gonna be much cheaper, but I'm fine. You're fine.
14
Yes,
and
8 shards, silver pieces.
ooh, tell you what, I'm gonna have to give you 15.
Very well. That's absolutely fine. We have change.
I'll give you 15.
Put it there. What you say?
You bought it?
Hell.
And you bought the
Yeah,
thread.
Not what he wanted, and not a good idea, but he bought it.
What were you saying about buttons? You can make buttons.
Well, I can do something with buttons, I'm sure.
What do you mean? Something.
But I made all of my jewellery.
Okay, so
Oh.
you come out of it. So it took you like half an hour there. I'm gonna say another half an hour in the shop, dilly dallying there with the gowns. So you woke up. It's an early morning. You woke up 7. I'm gonna say that it's like 8 in the morning right now. What are you gonna do after you leave there?
Well, 8 in the morning.
Right.
Then we'll talk with the inspector.
What's
Oh no, yeah, sorry, because you spent quite some time in the inspector interrogation in the morning. No, it's closer. Actually, it's closer to 11.
hard to quit? Not the time. Hour to get some cleaning supplies.
Well, I need to buy cleaner's supplies and a broom for the ghost,
I
and
got
then I need a
various brushes, dustpans, sponges, dusters. Oh, I need an apron. I need an apron. And a chest.
You wanna buy? If you're telling me that you wanna buy general cleaning supplies.
Yeah, we'll do that next.
I'm just gonna give you a price in general. For one shard, you have broom, brushes, bucket, mop, or in general, a good assortment of cleaning supplies.
Oh, you got lucky there.
Yeah, it's my
Really?
turn.
Okay, and you're gonna spend some time going from shop to shop in
and
the
then the only
place.
other two things I want is an apron.
An apron.
It doesn't have to be a silk apron. A
Yeah,
nice, durable apron.
linen, rough.
Don't put it like that. Silk, not rough,
Like scratches on him.
but
Okay.
durable.
Yeah.
A Smith's apron.
Canvassy.
Huh?
Canvassy.
Yeah, canvassing. Yeah,
Uh,
that will be part of the cleaning supplies. Okay.
Yes, with a big lightning bolt on it.
They don't come with it.
I've got thread anyway.
You got silken thread now.
And chest, like a storage chest.
Storage chest. So that's not included in the one shard for cleaning supplies.
I didn't.
But you can definitely get a wooden storage chest for another shard.
Cool. Well,
I need a bed.
That is quite big. You need to get it delivered.
do you want to?
In fact, most of the stuff you need to get it delivered because unless you end up be carrying.
Amazon Prime? Do you need a chest? Store your things in. I'm going to keep mine in my room.
I'll keep it in my
Keep it
bag.
fun. You don't want to carry all the things around with you all the time.
What if I need it? Like, I've got lots of things in here that
Everything
haven't
is,
needed yet,
is essential.
like
I mean, I'm not going to carry my pajamas with me.
I haven't used any. Well, that's a good point. But then what if we don't sleep at home?
Then we have travel pajamas. I forgot about that. Well, another time. It's not important yet.
Alright. So give me 2 shards. They're gonna send a storage chest and cleaning supplies back to your
Great.
to Trollskull Manor.
What's the bedroll?
Also a bedroll.
Yeah.
Yeah, bedroll is like.
For the bed.
Oh, I want to for me as well. Yes.
Actually, a bedroll is a bit more expensive. A bedroll is 1 dragon.
Don't worry, it's my treat.
Okay, you got 2 bedrolls.
Oh, this has been
Well,
fun.
you gave me 10 dragons.
Are they?
Honest shopkeeper.
Maybe I think we make
Take my money!
we make a good
Those are the ones.
shopping team.
Okay.
Did I give you 10 or did
I give you 1 there.
You gave me a 10 back, but I
Yeah.
was giving you 2.
Yeah,
And
but
then I
1
gave you
was a 1 and 1 was a 10.
Oh, so I need to give you another 1.
Yes, that's correct. Okay, so you buy your bedrolls. The bedrolls you can take with you now, if you wish, or just get it all delivered to Trollskull Manor. It will arrive in the afternoon.
That sounds.
Okay,
Fine.
so write everything down. What you have, like all your cleaning supplies, 1 storage chest, 2 bedrolls, and your good gowns.
Successful. High five.
As you guys are about you leaving Trollskull Manor.
Before we leave, sorry, we got these weapons that we want to fence. I mean, would we know?
I know, fence.
He it's mostly what's your background? Did anyone of you have
I got the sort of like shade background.
yeah, I can't remember exactly what it was. What's your feature?
Yeah, well, I have a contact like which was Yagrab, but I
Uh,
don't know if that's exactly. I mean, I'm not sure.
But yeah, no,
but we're not, it's not fencing. Is it fencing? We're just selling. I don't
well, it depends.
know. I mean, I don't know. Like, how does it
Depends
work?
on
Sorry?
Good classes, I think.
it depends on whether. I mean, you know that there are people that will buy weapons off your hands if they're not, if there's nothing weird about them, you can probably sell them. Fencing is more for stolen goods.
Okay. Well, no, that's not fencing. We want to sell these weapons. I'm sorry.
Sure.
Wrong verb. So, is there any shop like on the way or somewhere around here we can just sell them?
Well, not around here. You will have to go down to the trades ward.
Okay, well, just leave that for later now then. We'll just head to the seaward.
We can get
Okay.
rid of them on the way if we're going down to the Sea Maiden's Fair later.
There is As you're about to leave Trollskull Manor, the three kids come downstairs. They're kind of like playing with Scholar, and James kind of like looks around. Where's Millicent?
She's gone shopping.
Oh, okay. Well, we're gonna go get some food. We need to have breakfast. Can we take Scholar with us?
Yeah, go on. I mean, you treat him well, you give him some food.
Yeah, sure. But we're going to the market. We always go to the market.
Have you got money for the market?
Sure. You can give us some money for food. Like maybe 5 nips.
5, I don't know how much. 5 nips or anything.
Okay. So you give him the 5 nips.
Let's go and rob someone. That's money now.
The kids kind of like, and they go out with Scholar and say, okay, see you later. The Scholar kind of like looks at you and then looks at the kids.
I look down his face. Keep him safe. Guard him.
Enjoy your second breakfast, Scholar.
As they leave, okay, you both go all the way to the seaward where,
All the way.
to west. As you reach what you know is Castellanza Villa, this is a massive place. It has closed gardens, probably one of the biggest you've seen in the seaward, which is very interesting because that area of the city is very expensive. So having a massive gardened area not built essentially means that these other people are really, really well off. Most other houses, even noble villas around it, they try to use the space to build as much as possible. And these guys kind of play. It has a beautiful fence adorned with lions and symbols of Lathander all around it. And you see inside what appears to be gardeners at this point in the morning, kind of chucking snow into small wheelbarrows and pushing it to the sides. And the doors are closed, and the iron fence that allows you to see through, it has a massive symbol, the Castellanza symbol, in the kind of in a big iron plate in the middle of the fence.
What's the symbol of?
It is like a Y. Imagine the symbol is like a Y letter. It's not a Y letter. It's split in 3 parts essentially. Imagine a circle split in 3 parts, making kind of a Y letter, and it is a swan that has on the left hand side here, and it's looking towards you. On the left hand side, it's all white, kind of like the body of the swan. In this division, from the vertical division on the right hand side, there is a wing which is kind of like white and black, and on the top side, coming off the Y, the head and neck of the swan, and it is on over a brown background.
They obviously like swans, eh? I always wanted to live there. It's quite a nice garden.
Have they got swans inside?
There appears to be like a small lake with some swans kind of like lounging
Sorry,
there.
swan.
Can swans fly?
Yeah.
No.
What's the plan then?
Yeah, so what's the play? You, looks like there's some gardeners in a bit of work. Do you want to try and maybe use that?
Oh,
as
that's a
a-
bit racist, isn't it? Not all gardeners know all the gardeners.
No, I was suggesting maybe you pretend that you're a new gardener, starting out or something.
Yeah?
At least see if they get the gate open, and then we'll
I mean, does it look like there's a way in? Like there's a gate, or is it all sealed?
So this is like the big gate. Assume that is so you can go in with a carriage, and there is a winding path that goes a bit further inside, near the ends in the fountain, which is at the center of the entrance. So you can go around the
Turn around,
fountain.
kind of. Is there? Is the gate closed though? Is it? All?
The gate is closed, and then there is what appears to be a small entrance with a human-sized door, as opposed to carriage size, a bit further to the right. That goes into a winding path that ends on the side of the building. Well, maybe a servant's entrance
Well, I'll
or
give you a stool.
some sort.
Well, maybe it's better that we pretend that we're supposed to be here and the hand outside will question our presence. Should we just walk in?
You always forget it.
Well,
Do you reckon that might be a better
yeah, it might be.
one, rather than drawing attention to ourselves?
Is it better if if I maybe go in slightly different form now?
Than yourself, yeah, probably.
Alright,
You think an animal or person?
Well, I was just thinking I'd turn into a cat or maybe a spider, but you don't like spiders.
As long as you're far away from me, it's fine.
Alright, I'll turn into a spider for a bit then. I'm gonna go and...
You're quite big as a spider.
Yeah, that's just.
Sorry, as you're like discussing outside, you
That's
see
right.
coming from the front doors where there is this beautiful kind of like Doric columns, leading a set of stairs leading to the main entrance, right in front of where this fountain and kind of roundabout is. Two kids come running out. They're kind of they are maybe 9 and 11 or something like that. Appears to be a girl and a boy, and they come running out and kind of giggling and they start running around the grounds essentially from tree to tree and whatnot. The servants just give them a look and don't say anything, and you see at the top of the stairs leading to the entrance, there's a woman wearing a yellow, what appears to be a yellow dress, very finely crafted, with those kind of, don't know how to describe when they're like
Yeah.
bulbous.
Yeah.
And
Frills?
frills? I don't know.
Yeah, I know
And
you
she
mean.
has some kind of like a big decoration, white piece. The hair, black hair. She has white skin, black hair, kind of like held with some kind of arrangement here on the hair, and she's just looking wistfully at the kids as they're.
Like a sort of rough guess, but I think she's more like a mother or something, or more like a servant who's like someone who's like, you know, that the kind of like matron or whatever kind of.
I mean, just based on the cloth, on the clothing, he appears to be a noble person. No,
I
so
recognize him, sir. Salis.
Take a glance, just got out the corner of my eye, not staring too obviously.
okay, we're gonna make an insight. I'm gonna call this insight. Yeah.
For 18.
18. Yeah, you think this is Lady Amalia Casalanter.
Oh, we've heard of her.
Should we? I mean, we could just go and have a chat with them. Maybe they'll.
I think that's Lady Amalia. If memory serves, not too sure our plan is. We know they're dealing with the occult and the infernal.
I mean, we don't have to go in and tell them exactly what we're doing, but
Well,
what if we went in and offered our services? Assume we're.
that's why I was thinking that maybe I had contact with one of their imps, shall we say, then who had spotted some trouble in the cemetery, and that I asked if I was interested in offering my services because of my
Who was the?
otherworldly connections.
Who was the temple that the guy from the temple? Where did he go? What temple was he from?
He was just at the City of the Dead, just part of Kellenbor's.
What if she reacts badly to the fact that you're associating her with an imp?
Well,
I mean, she might just say,
then we leave, I
"It's
guess.
a lie," or she might just say, "How dare you, guards!"
I mean, we should get a bit of a scrap. So you know.
Nothing ventured. Nothing ventured, nothing gained, I guess. I mean, we can't sneak around their property.
No,
That's the worst.
Unless you're a cat.
Even then, this is a noble property. I think if they see a stray cat walking around, they'd sooner kill you than let you just wander through their house.
True. And then if you turn into yourself in the middle of the property, that'll be a laugh at the very least. But
Emmek's Tavern's one place, but this isn't.
Alright, we'll keep that soon.
Can you do anything?
As you are talking, another person comes from inside, has a quick word with Lady Amalia. Amalia turns around and goes inside, and this person appears to be a female tiefling, red tiefling, probably in her 50s, and she's wearing some kind of red garment, but very neatly pressed, and she appears to be more of some kind of house servant. And she starts going all the way to where the kids are and shouts something at them that you can't quite make from where you are.
Do you want to go have a chat?
Certainly opened up a few more doors. Shall I go to the door of the little small person's door and try the thing? Is it open?
It's open.
Well,
Should we see ourselves in?
do you want to go? I mean, is there any chimneys or anything on there?
Oh yeah, it's. I think it's like 3 stories.
Is there a lot of smoke, or is there any that aren't smoking at the moment?
I mean, there is smoke coming out just because they are keeping the heat inside. You know, the chimneys are presumably all lit up. There are several chimneys, and they're all kind of.
So I wouldn't really be able to sneak in down the chimney very.
You could.
Yeah.
so what's the angle? Go inside and
Well, can you turn into anything slightly more exotic than a cat? Like a lizard, perhaps, or a snake?
I can do a
spell my
snake.
image.
Uh,
So I'm gonna to myself.
Okay.
When you say exotic, what exactly you?
Well, a cat's just a little bit too domestic. I thought maybe if you were sort of a travelling animal companion, snake round the neck kind of thing, it might give me a weird sense of gravitas with these people, as if I...
What about a majestic elk?
I'm not
You
sure
probably
that's
will-
discreet enough.
You probably won't fit through that door.
I could jump over it. Yeah, probably. I reckon. See, elks jump pretty high.
Maybe a cat's fine if you just... Can you do like a hairless
What
cat?
about a baboon?
Again, it's not subtle. If you were walking around the house as a
Yep.
baboon...
Okay. Hyena.
When I get him.
Hairless cat, dude, can you do a hairless?
But it's a bit cold for that.
You'll be alright.
What about a panther?
What is the purpose of all this? Turning into a big nasty animal. What are they trying to achieve?
Might scare the children.
Yeah. Okay. What a puppy?
It's not quite
Kids like
the
puppies.
vibe. Not quite the vibe I was going for.
Why don't you just, if we're just going to talk, he might as well come as himself.
Or do you want to disguise yourself as someone a little bit more... What if
Oh.
you disguised yourself as you and you come as like a weird pair of twins? Twins have like
No.
a strangeness about them.
So I tried this with Millie a few days back, and it didn't work out very well. I've started to come to kind of the conclusion that my disguises are only really very good if it's just for kind of blending in, not really for trying to impose myself as someone else. It doesn't really work very well.
I've incidentally dispelled my, so I look back like Heth now.
Are you just going in like that?
No.
If you're comfortable going in as you are,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
you look...
let's just go and see what we can ascertain.
Okay. Very well. Just gonna open the door then. I sort of peer as I look in, peer around the grounds to see if there's any other exits. Or if this is like...
Yeah, there appears to be another exit on the opposite side from where you are. You see the main house here, and this kind of roundabout, and then on the far side, what appears to be another house, which is smaller. You can imagine many noble families have guest houses, and from where you are, you cannot see pretty much more. So imagine this is the fence. You're on one side. The fence then turns on the left side, still all fence, and the house is on this side essentially. And on the far side, as the fence goes all the way on your left and turns around on the opposite side, there's another guest house, like on the opposite side, very far away. And the kind of round area is in the middle in between the main house and the guest house on the far end.
Well, then see what we can find out. And I'll just sort of open the gate. And
Yeah,
then
you open the
start
gate.
Walking towards the tiefling lady.
Okay, it's there with the what appears to be two kids.
As I walk in, I'm going to put my hood down as well.
Yeah. So you see, there are two children playing, kind of like frolicking in the grounds, and this woman. You see nearby. There is some kind of constant awareness of everything that's going around. The gardeners, the people that work in, they're kind of like giving you a look as you come in, but no one apparently comes to like stop you. You reckon this type of noble families, they're so, from your experience, respected and sure of their status and whatnot, that no one come to them unless they have business, and no one would ever dare to put them in danger and whatnot. They don't run apparently tight security, they just keep an eye.
Maybe you could ingratiate yourself with the hand here and see if they've heard anything.
The hand?
The help, the gardeners. See if they've had any weird goings on the grounds lately.
I mean, they're not going to talk to me.
You don't know that?
Well, I mean, not now. I mean, maybe if you like got one of them at the pub later on or something like that, but not here. They're not going to say anything here.
Yeah, it might be true. But well,
I'll go and if you're going to talk to her, I might go and have like a walk around the house just to see if I can get a sense of anything.
well,
If you know what I mean.
how do you feel about that? Do you think that's sensible?
Just,
I'm
just
out-
around the outside, just if there's I can
Around the grounds.
sense anything, you know.
I'm out of my depth here, but
Yeah.
I mean, I've worked as a guard many times, and if I was guarding this place, I would be keeping my eyes on the three of you, and if you were started wandering around the house, I would definitely go and stop you, but...
3 of us, surely.
What's that?
There's only 2 of us. Alright, carry on.
I know it. You go do your thing, man.
Alright,
Just, yeah, if you're gonna do it, keep yourself out of danger.
yeah. So I'm going to make my way towards the house.
Okay. So you're going towards like the main entrance of the house, and you are staying.
Heading towards the tiefling.
I'm with him.
Okay, you're going towards the tiefling that is with the children, right? So you get there first, essentially. The woman kind of like lifts her head. She's keeping an eye on the children as they're kind of like playing and running around. Sorry, do you have business in the villa? Can I help you?
We're not carrying an appointment, but we were told to seek out Lady Amalia.
Lady Amalia? Well, you need an appointment to see her.
Well, this is quite urgent business from some of her informants in various places.
Make a deception check.
Big money. Big money. It's average money. 14?
Informants, you say? What kind of informants? I don't think I followed you.
In Infernal,
Mm-hmm.
I will say of our persuasion, I would say, to her.
She kind of tightens up a bit. And in common, she replies, I don't think I understand what you mean with our persuasion. I work for the Lord and Lady. And that's all. Do you think because there is some kind of... I don't understand your meaning.
Well, then I have misjudged your position here and given you more information than you needed to know, so I apologise for assuming a rank higher than what it is that you carry. Now I will continue on my business into the house. I will insight check when she said
Go for it.
Oh, 18 again. I rolled 3 14s.
Okay. She was taken aback and flustered, maybe a bit. She probably, she kind of like immediately arranged her clothes and she's probably not as dumb as she's making out to be.
Does she do anything when I sort of turn to walk away?
No, she just looks at the children and you kind of like start moving away and she's staring there, you following.
I'm following him.
And after you walk a few paces, she shouts at you, I am sorry, but you cannot just go in there in the house, you need an appointment. And she yells to one of the gardeners essentially that are hanging around there and says, go find Mr. Crowell.
Mr. Cromwell?
Crowell. Like crow, like the animal. L, as in L in French. Crowell. And the gardener leaves what he's doing and goes towards the house, kind of. We're here, one moment. And goes towards the house.
Give you a sly wink.
It's the second time of the day. I don't want to celebrate my birthday party quite yet, mate.
Well, always time to
Okay, as that was happening, you made it to the.
So I'm just gonna do a lap around the house, but I'm gonna not
But,
like that.
but you're still in your shape.
Yeah, I'm gonna. No, what shape?
You're still like getting.
human.
Good one, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I'm gonna cast detect magic.
Okay, so you cast Detect Magic and you start going around
See
the
if there's
property.
anything kind of coming, emanating.
Fear is emanating everywhere. Okay.
So you,
I thought I was crazy.
I mean, there's nothing within the vicinity inside. Keep in mind that a certain amount of stone and blocks.
Yeah,
And you can imagine that these houses are made, because it's a noble villa, one of the grandest you've seen here, around here in the seaward, and you've lived here for a while. You can imagine that they must be thick. So you kind of like go towards where there are like small doors and entrances all around, and the magic penetrates a bit further there, but nothing within the immediate perimeter, inside or outside the house, catches your.
There's nothing like there's no magical door protection or anything. like that,
No, you can't feel any.
Okay. I'm just gonna make my way. There's no like obvious like open windows or anything like that. Just to.
I mean, yeah, there are windows, but as you are making your way around, a gardener kind of that is nearby kind of like looks at you, and you are being. You are
being watched.
pretty
Yeah.
conspicuous.
Oh yeah, I know.
And hey, oi, big guy. What you looking for? Delivery?
No, I was just taking a look around. Very nice house.
Oh yes, these are private grounds. If you don't have business here,
Yeah, I'm just waiting. Some friends having a chat over there. So.
okay,
This is,
go away with them then. You cannot be around these parts.
Not a very good job you're doing with that hedge over there. It's a bit messy.
You can do better.
Well, yeah.
Well, come and do it then.
Well, okay. I'll show you.
Try to scare me.
Looks at you. No, you know what? Wait, no, don't come and do it. Why don't you go there? I'm gonna get in trouble. Why don't you go there with your friends or with whatever business? You
why
cannot
gonna-
be in this area of the house.
why you gonna-
You're around the house at this point.
What are you going to get in trouble for?
Well, no, because you're not part of the staff.
Oh, well, they won't know that. And no one's.
Yes, no, go.
I mean,
You
go-
cannot be here.
I can show you some cool things if you want.
Make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Ooh, natural one.
Cool things. I've heard that before, big guy. I'm not going to the woods with you. Why don't you go with your friends back where you came from?
That
Yeah.
took a horrible turn.
Big fur.
Was that a knife? No, again!
Very furball, and it turns slightly.
No. You go where you came from. You cannot be around. This is the back
No, that's
part
what
of the
yeah.
house.
no, sure.
You cannot be around these parts.
Is there any? There's no like kind of cellar doors or anything around when I've walked around that.
There appear to be several entrances to the house. From where you are, there is. And from where you are, you can now see there's a third building
Right.
around the ground. So now you have the main grounds, the main house towards one side, on the opposite side of the central fountain, smaller, and on the back, very far back, the coach house, which is where they keep carriages and horses, kind of like private stables.
Okay.
And there it is a certain distance from where you are, and you can see they are open right now, and there's someone like brushing a horse.
I'm gonna go and I'm gonna speak to
No,
them.
no, you no,
Yeah, I'm gonna speak to the horses, but you're doing a good job.
No, I'm gonna call. Look, if you don't go back where you came from, I'm gonna call Mr. Cromwell, and you don't want to deal with him or the watch.
All right, have a
They're gonna
nice-
remove you from the grounds.
Have a nice day.
Go back where you came from. You cannot be here. This is private area for the staff.
Walking away.
You walk away. Where? Towards
Towards
where?
the stables.
Towards the
Let's
stables.
go and talk to the horses.
Okay. The guy drops the kind of like the rake and goes inside the house.
I'm gonna leave.
Wait, as this was happening, you were having a conversation. You had a Millicent Niall. You made your way towards the Blacksmith Tower,
Yes.
right?
Well, I could die for a coffee and a cake, but it's time.
Okay, yes, it's about time. Yes.
Yes. My moment.
Do you know what
Do you
he's
want
going
to
to do? I would love to. I would love to see what he's going to do. I would like to be there for your moment.
Great, then walk faster.
Okay.
1, 2, 1, 2. Here we go.
Alright. Give me 1 second. I'm switching location so much.
You didn't expect us to be at the Casalantas today.
At the same time, the Blacksmith. So the Blacksmith Tower is make a history check, Niall, and you too make a history check.
Well, consider it.
18.
Consider
18?
it very low.
Natural 18.
3. You've heard of towers
What
before?
did you roll?
3.
3. Okay.
Why is it so tall?
So you know that the Blacksmith Tower is simply the seat of, or the headquarters of the Blackstaff, and the Blackstaff is a position essentially in Waterdeep that is closely related to the Open Lord, and it has certain importance within the Blackstaff has sway or control over a lot of the soft power in the city and several of the most important guilds, military aspects of the city, like City Guard. You know essentially all the bureaucratic aspects of what Blackstaff is. But you, Millie, you remember something. You were interested in Blacksmith Tower because the first time you walked past it, it is kind of it is a squat tower, sort of. It's not like super tall. And the first time you were there, it gives you like this weird queasy feeling looking at it for too long. It is a black obsidian building, almost as if the tower was looking back at you. There was some kind of like magical energy about it, and this caught your eye, and that's why you started maybe asking questions and whatnot, and you learned that the black stuff is not only a position, it is an actual stuff, and whomever holds that stuff holds the position. They kind of go hand in hand, and that stuff, it is rumored to be very powerful, very important, with a certain history that you never quite got to uncover completely. But the one rumor you heard is that whomever controls the black stuff can control the walking statues of Waterdeep as the ultimate line of defense. And they haven't been animated or active for 100 years since the spell play. And for what you heard, there's no intention to ever animate them again, because they just wreak destruction in the city, even if they are protecting it. But the black stuff, the person that holds the black stuff, has a very privileged and powerful position. And it is the head, on top of everything else, is also the head of the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors. Above the head, like the official guild head themselves.
Do we know how one is appointed to the role of black stuff?
You just have to get the staff off in person.
Yeah.
Someone's,
that promotion.
someone's been high already.
Just go in, you ask, you make a persuasion roll, and that's it.
Maybe with this.
No, but do we know how? Like how?
Well,
Is
you
it-
know, okay, you would both know that the current black staff is called Vashra, and she was appointed not a long time ago, only maybe 5 or 6 years ago, and she's very young, and there were rumors after her appointment. You would not know this, but you, Niall, having lived here for a long time, that she was too young, too malleable, that older mages, because there is always a powerful mage that is appointed, older mages in the Watchful Order would control her or manipulate her or not respect her, that the open law, Laeral Silverhand, did it because of some kind of unfinished business with the former Blackstaff and a broken heart, and there were all the crazy stories about how this woman was appointed, but she's very young, and she has proven herself, despite her detractors, that she can carry the position, the Blackstaff and the position, and she's capable, but she's still being treated as a young kid, essentially, that doesn't deserve it. You get there, and there is this big set of wench doors. Wench is a type of like really dark wood. It's darker than ebony. It's very nice, and it kind of like blends with the rest of the tower. There are like small windows up top, but nothing else that from the outside catches your eye except for this big entrance. And there are two guards there that appear to be, based on their uniforms, the high, like the picked brass trimmed helmets with a feather, and the very shiny brass or bronze kind of like looking armor. And lances, they appear to be either members of the Griffon Cavalry or that type of elite force, just standing outside.
Hello.
Hello, citizen.
I have an invitation to proceed.
You do?
Yes. How does this work?
What's your contact inside?
To be honest, I don't know. It's not Halen. He's in the peak.
Aren't we here to see Maloon?
Balloon, say, just here. Or he said, just go here. It's balloon. Is it balloon? Is that the right answer? Balloon.
Are you guessing?
Well,
That's
balloon. And
confident. We're here to see Maloon. We spoke with him yesterday. He said to come here at noon today.
Make a perception check.
That's 25.
25. I guess you are. Opens the door. It's really thick and heavy, and it opens like slowly, with an air of importance, even the door. And it kind of like just go inside. Wait, right there in the central area.
Thank you so much. After you.
I thought this was going to be a what's your name kind of thing.
I'll be inside. Go in.
Oh, great.
They close it behind you, and it is quite dark and gloomy inside, but there is some light filtering through high windows. You see like a central area, and then a single set of stairs that go around the tower to what presumably is the second floor. It disappears because there's a high ceiling on this first floor, and there is a single seating area, kind of like a waiting area there in the middle, and some fruit and plants and decoration. It almost looks like someone is making an effort to make the place more cozy and welcoming, but the sheer nature of the place is like the few plants that fight against the massive obsidian and stone construction is just not gonna cut it. You know, you cannot take the gloom out of it, but there is an effort being made. What do you do?
Do we see anyone?
No, there's no one there.
You go grab some fruit.
Okay, you grab some fruit. It's juicy. It's nice. It has been conserved somehow. It's not winter fruit. It's not berries. It's kind of like some really juicy stuff.
Are we supposed to just wait?
Have you not been here before? I assume you know what you're doing. You're the city something guy.
No, I've never been invited to the Blackstaff Tower before.
Oh, okay. You've heard of it though, right? You know.
Yes, I mean it's quite big. I've seen it. I've been around.
Look around. So there's no one in here. There's no like desk or.
No, there's
bell.
just this sitting area that kind of like is an area to just sit and eat some fruit and vegetables, and then the stairs that lead up. Nothing else.
I'll go upstairs, or should we take a seat?
Just casually brush my finger on something. Upstairs.
Sure, let's go.
Okay, you start going upstairs. You go. The footstep kind of like echo throughout the place. It is stone, but there is kind of like a carpeted area in the middle of the stairs. And as you walk up, when you're about to reach the second floor, which looks a bit brighter, there are more windows up there. Maybe the light, the rest of the buildings in the castle wall, which is they're quite tall, are blocking the light at ground level. But as soon as you go upstairs, there's more light filtering in. And as you're looking up there are some tapestries hanging or not. You notice the Mayloon kind of like pokes out and look at you coming up. Ah! There you are.
Ah, Maloon. Nice to see you on the clock.
Good. Closes the book that he was reading. Puts it on the side, on the table that is nearby. Well, come on in, come on in. Vashra, well, she's not waiting for you, but she will be happy to see you. Well, she won't be happy to see you, she doesn't know you, but I think it's important that you see her.
Getting mixed signals. She hates you.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't care about you, that's what I mean. Yet, at least.
She's gonna get right.
But, you know what, don't mind me, I'm an old cranky man. Please, come on.
Yes.
So it leads you, he leads you into this center area.
I should probably go with you, right?
Yes, you can certainly join us. Although, yes, of course, why not?
You're my plus one.
He leads you in this central area that is kind of more like an audience chamber. This the second floor of the tower. There is a big table. There are chairs all around it, and a chair at the far end. And there are portraits and tapestries. And he all tells the history of what you presume is the history of Waterdeep throughout the ages. And there is a tapestry of a man, old man, with kind of like furrowed gesture, and wearing watchful order robes and holding a beautiful long smooth black staff topped with kind of like a claw there, holding some kind of gemstone, big gemstone, and it's kind of overlooking the whole area. Maelun invites you to sit at the table there. You see a massive symbol also in one of the walls. In the wall, like circling the whole area. A massive symbol of a hand, that you immediately recognize as the Grey Hands symbol. In a silver hand in a blue circle.
Yes, one of those, please.
And eventually, side door opens to what appears to be a small office that is on the side. And there's no gemstones in the staff. It's kind of like a claw, almost like a dragon claw, kind of topping it. And you see coming out of the side of this office, this woman. She has light black skin, kind of like black hair in tight curls to her shoulders. Has a really nice blue and brown, not armor but not robe. It's kind of like halfway. It's almost as if a mage wanted something that is more practical as opposed to like the classic flowing robes that you would imagine that they're constantly tripping over. So she has trousers and boots, but it's all kind of like light and flowy, and a bit of a jacket, a brown jacket, and she's carrying the fabled Blackstaff. She's wearing two golden, really big golden earrings. Looks at you both. You must be Mr. Wintergarden.
I am, yes.
Yes, Maelun was telling me about you, and you must be one of Mr. Wallen Associates.
I'm his friend, yes.
Very well.
Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure's mine. My name is Vashra Safar. I'm the Blackstaff. I'm glad that you decided to come here. I know that Maelun has been telling you about the services that we require within certain aspects of our organization, and that you were recommended and spoken against by some people.
Oh, well.
And what I find interesting is the people that spoke against you are the people I would normally not take advice from. So consider that a plus for you.
Oh, certainly do. Can I write that in?
In any case, we do have a bit of an issue you could help with, simply for the time being. There are some things that need to happen before you can prove yourself an ally to the Greyhands. No, we're not even talking about Greyhands, but I hear you are ambitious, determined, relentless, honest. What do you think is your biggest achievement so far? This is not an interview.
I was beginning to sweat. Whew. I thought this was the last step, the last hurdle. My biggest achievement, well, probably, I'll look to Millie.
Tell him about your room.
I wasn't quite thinking of that. I would say my biggest achievement is finding good team, almost by fluke. It took no skill whatsoever.
Just walked into it.
Somehow I managed.
You're telling me your biggest achievement is luck?
I know.
Yes, because
That's my biggest achievement. But you found what's his face, and then you found his friend, and then we saved him, and then we didn't know where we was looking, and we found.
because
You're talking of course about Laura now.
Yeah.
yes, on a mission, and I pretty much died.
Well,
So if I didn't have my team, I wouldn't be able to tell you the story about it.
yes, your involvement in finding Laura now is the reason I wanted to speak to you, and I said, I told Mei Lun as much. You know, or you heard about Never Ember's enigma.
Yes, we've uncovered some things.
Oh, have you now? What do you know?
Well, we know that people are on the hunt,
Mm-hmm.
and they have acquired pieces that help them.
Mm-hmm. Pieces of.
It was, well, heirlooms left by Never Ember's family.
Imps left by Never Ember's.
No, not
Oh, elms.
imps.
Sorry.
She's
I
getting
understood imps.
Yes, don't care about the imps. They were imps. Guarding. No, they weren't. They were just there. We killed them.
We don't know why.
Yeah, we don't know why they were there yet. But there was a tree as
You
well.
wrote a report.
There was a tree as well.
Yes, there was a guardian of a tomb, and one of the heirlooms was in the tomb, and now the heirloom is not there. They got it. In their-
They.
Yes.
Who's they?
I feel like you know this.
Well, here's the thing, dear. There are so many things that are happening in the city at the same time, and I am spread thin as butter. I require and need the information of all layers of people that work for the city in different capacity to tell me these kind of things.
Well, my
I
mission.
don't know everything that's going on. My job is to push people so I can learn. So, what do you know?
So Maloon assigned me to find out information about the Savatars. Or the Zentrum. One of them.
I mean,
They've merged into one now, haven't it?
I think it's confusing. They both start with Z, so it's really confusing. I think it was the Xanathars.
I think it's that stuff.
I know.
Oh yeah.
So, the fact that you mentioned the enigma, not me, would suggest that you would know that.
I want to know whether we, in the during the course of these missions.
The moral of the
course
story is both of them are looking for it.
Okay. We know that. We just need to know what. We just
I
need to
knew it.
know what else do you know? What have you found anything more specific, more tangible about what they know about it, and how close are they to uncovering whatever it is?
Well, this is an ongoing mission. A mission I would assume I would have had greater powers to see through. Right now, we're just kind of vigilantes.
Yeah,
aren't we?
last time when we found Rainier, we ran into the city watch and they were not happy. They told us off. But then we found some stuff and then they gave me this letter so I can go get a reward for the stuff that we found. But yeah, we keep running into trouble.
Yes, we've reached the limit of where we can sort of penetrate without being in trouble ourselves. You know, I was a man of the watch, so I know the laws, and I've been skimming on the edge of them.
Okay, here's the thing.
I think Joel's player doesn't remember.
As a member of the Greyhounds, we can help you. Whenever you made that rank, we can help you. If
I'm
you
suggesting I help myself.
If-
To the rank.
if you ever get in trouble with the City Watch. But we do have a reputation that is not nice. Wherever we go, wherever my greyhounds go, destruction follows, because they take no. They are quite forceful in the use of their abilities. We're trying to change that reputation. So even though we can help you out of trouble with the law, I rather that you keep on the good side of it for the time being, particularly because you're not a full member. Now, there is a service you can provide me. I am gathering all the information I can. That's why I'm interviewing you. And there is a certain person up there in Waterdeep Mountain called Ham. He's a monk. He serves the Order of the Gauntlet, amongst others. And he's very peculiar, but his visions sometimes are of great use. I've heard that he's taken on some apprentices, and the apprentices sometimes come down to town, and one of them has come to say that indeed Ham is having some troubling visions, but he didn't want to come down to town and share them here. Someone needs to go out there and talk to him. I'm not entirely sure what he means by that. I think he fears some kind of crime that apparently he's safe from where he is. In any case, we are still in this gathering of information phase. We need to know what's going on, and we know little about it except all the movements all these underground players are making. So why don't you go up there? I suggest you take Millicent and any other associates that might help during the trip. You can take a whole day to climb down the long way, or you can try the harder climb, which is a lot shorter but steeper. Gather whatever Ham has to say and come back to me.
Is he expecting me?
He will be expecting someone.
Does he have a description of me?
He will be expecting someone with the correct sigil that I'm now giving to you.
Ooh.
But we shall see whether you keep it or not once you've done this service for me.
Is it a test?
It's not a test. I need information. I'm gathering information, and you're going to help me gather this information.
Here, an emblem of the city.
Oh, it's got all of the things you like. It's got a moon and stars. It's better than this one.
I'm trying to contain myself.
Mine's a leaf and an elk.
I mean, you didn't ruin it, so
It'll be done today. I'll take the hard route.
Very well. Also, I heard that you came into recent ownership of a certain dilapidated manor. At least that's what Maylun told me.
Yes, I wasn't there when that happened. But yes, somehow it's mine. And my friends.
Very well.
Yeah, do you have any like spare beds or anything? Because it's a mess.
I don't. No.
I mean, do you know the place personally? Have you seen it?
Well, no, I don't know the place, but Maylin was mentioning to me when Lord Mert was here, and Mert showed an interest in the place itself, Trollskull Manor, I believe it was called. You could probably, maybe you can expect a visit from him.
Yes, who is he?
Mert, you know Mert? Make a history check. You don't make a history check, only you. 8. Name rings a bell, someone famous, but... Nope. Mert was... Let's just say, he's a friend of the city. He's... 100 years ago, he was an open lord. The open lord of the city, but... he has been gone for some time, doesn't matter. He's back. He's been back for a few years. Helps the Open Lord in capacity as advisor. And I warn you, if you have food and drink the moment you should have food and drink the moment he comes to visit available. That makes him agreeable to almost anything, and he does consume a lot of it.
Is it just the food and drink? How about a roof?
Oh, well, you don't have a roof.
I mean, we have a little bit of a roof.
Well, maybe in that case, Mert can help you. He's a moneylender, after all.
Is there anyone else, who could help us? I mean, we need to do the whole place up.
I'm sorry, that's as much as I can tell you.
It is. Okay. When should we expect him?
I don't know, he just showed an interest.
He just shows up. What's with people in schedules?
Well, Mert is the kind of person that would just show up, yes.
Okay.
Or never show up.
Maybe we need doorbell as well.
Maybe,
He is forgetful. He might just have forgotten about the whole thing.
maybe at some point we can get Lith as like a concierge.
Oh, that would be wonderful. That's the dream.
Lith is our ghost. That'd be really handy.
Well, do you have any other questions?
Yes. What does this do?
For the time being, nothing.
At what point do I show it to people?
Show it to Hlam. He'll know it comes from me.
Well, it looks nice anyway. Okay. I will be off then.
Very well. Come back to me when you have more information.
More information, yes. Okay.
Thank you. Fine, Grey. Winter Garden. And she walks back into the office.
I still feel like we're vigilantes.
Why do they call him Ham?
I thought it had an L.
Yeah, Nell. Ham.
So still sounds like you say ham, but
Ham.
yes.
How do you pronounce it? Ham.
Glam.
Ham.
Halem. Halem?
Halem?
Like glam, but with
Oh, maybe it's Halem. I don't know.
Halem.
It's H-L-A-M.
Oh, right.
Clam.
Wait,
Oh,
there's a pronunciation
H-L-A-M.
now.
Oh, I thought it was
Clam.
Clam.
Yeah, we're gonna take a break here.
Lamb. I don't think you say the H then in that case.
Clam.
Lamb.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow.
Wow.
It's pronounced nothing like that. It's pronounced
Gam.
Halom.
Oh.
Halom. That's
Halom.
more like Israeli, Hebrew.
H-U-H-L-A-W-M. Halom.
Hello.
Hello.
Clam. Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm not big into pronunciation.
Words. What a word.
Anyway, we're gonna take a break. We're gonna get back
Look at me.
in a few.
Way over here.
I'm straight.
Get your feet off.
See you soon. Let's see what silk they buy now.
What's what?
What silks they go by now.
Silk handcuffs for
See
when
you
you in
soon.
jail.
Yeah.
done 3 or less.
Hi.
Or beat 4, yes. I need
Welcome
5.
back, everyone. 8th episode of the Wii. We played through Water the Drown Heist, and well, before the break, Vincent and Niall, you had just been given a certain assignment from Vashra Safar, the Black Stuff. At the same time, we have the other side of the party in the Seaward, in the noble villa of the Castellantes. You have made your way, you start making your way towards the coach house. As the gardener kind of went inside, you two guys are on the front, essentially, in the main area. And
We're waiting for Crowell.
yeah, so you're gonna be waiting there for Crowell.
Crowell. When you say that, what are you spelling? You say crow and then the French L.
So Crowell, E-L-L-E,
Ah, yes.
French L.
Well,
Crowell. So you wait there for about 5 minutes, and eventually the door opens, and you see coming out of the here's you see sorry, 1 second. I just have a man in probably mid-50s, dressed in a sharp black suit, and he's wearing thin-rimmed spectacles, kind of like white skin, with a neatly shaped beard, so no beard, and
That's very neat.
Yeah.
and
A headbeard.
neatly combed hair, looking very, very sharp. The black suit is kind of a two-part suit that has some kind of like silver trimmings and yellow adornments all over it, and comes over to you. He definitely looks like either a very important butler or a noble themselves, and kind of like strolls over the garden area towards where you are. Hello, I understand that you want an audience with Amalia Castellanter, Lady Amalia.
Amalia, or whomever it is that is responsible for keeping watch over the dead.
Excuse me, keeping watch over the dead. What is your meaning?
You saw through my ruse.
Yes, Lady Amalia would be fine.
What is your business with Lady Amalia?
We have been told.
I kind of look at you slightly, not nervously, but like, feel free to just jump in and help out. You know, like wide-eyed, like.
That some of her informants have met an unfortunate end.
Informants. Lady Amalia runs lots of business. Which in particular are you talking about?
Her relationship with the Brandaths.
Brandaths.
Yeah.
I don't think she has any business association with the Brandaths, no.
Is it possible that she has some ongoings that you are uninformed about?
No.
Insight check.
Go for it.
It's 6.
Okay. He looks sharp and steady.
Who, thinking back, because I got an 18 on the history roll. Who's the patriarch of the house? Or is
So
it-
the
is she like a
yes,
matriarch?
the
Oh, the other one with
The-
the name.
Lady Amalia has a husband called
Vittorio.
Lord Vittorio
Victoria.
Vittorio Castellanter,
Oh yeah, Lady Victoria.
And almost every single family has either a matriarch or a patriarch and a consort. And what determines whether there is a matriarch or a patriarch is mostly where the bloodline comes from. In this particular case, as far as you can tell, they are both equally important. There's no like a one and the consort.
And does what's his name? Does Lord Caladorn, he's still alive?
Caladon, old hero of Waterdeep, no, he died a long time ago.
Okay, and Victoria was the only living heir to him.
Yes.
Well then, if Amalia is preoccupied, perhaps Lord Victoria may know more.
No, I mean they both know things, but I need to know why you wish to meet them. What is
I
really
wish
that
not
you
to
are
mince.
offering here? What's your angle? Who are you?
I'm sure you're aware of their practices that go on behind closed doors.
And I'm just gonna sort of minor illusion a little bit of fire in my hand, like a sort of like a circle and flames coming out of it, like a.
Mr. What's your name?
Leva.
Leva. I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
I carry very important information that if I do not get delivered, their associates, who are my associates, will be most cross, and I will have to inform them who turned me away.
Please do so.
That's fine, Labour. I think if they're not interested, I think we should go.
And in the future, I will refrain from throwing wild suggestions around, particularly in an important house such as this.
That's right, because I'm pretty sure the house name will be out soon enough with
Okay, now that's a threat. Please
those
go out.
priests of Kellamvor doing their interrogations on the bodies.
And with that, I'll start to walk away.
I'm gonna
But
turn around and
slowly.
leave.
You slowly start.
I'm not going to.
Occasionally there.
I'm actually walking quite fast.
I
Yeah.
do like a fishing hook if I got him.
Okay.
I'll walk ahead.
He's kind of standing there looking at you both intently. Kind of his original like professional and welcoming demeanor turned into a scowl and
I'm walking away. I'm not looking anymore.
okay, so you're both going back towards the entrance you came from?
Slowly.
Slowly, okay. Yeah, the guy is just
Not so
standing
slow.
there next to the woman.
Scared the hell out, man.
You go. Sorry. You start going towards the coach area, and there you see there are a couple of like what appears to be some kind of stable boys and girls, kind of like tending to the horses and.
So I'm going to pretty much ignore them, just walk up to the horses.
Okay, I mean there are two horses stabled inside, deeper, and on the outside, kind of, it is where they have moved two other horses, and they are brushing it. So
You just walk up to the two outside, it's the closest station.
to the but okay, they have people next to
Yeah,
them.
yeah, that's fine.
Okay, as soon as you are coming, there is a stable girl there, kind of like brushing the horse and is looking at you. Yes, sir.
It's alright, I'm just here to talk to the horse.
Talk to the horse.
Yeah.
You have business here, or do you?
With the horse, yeah.
Okay. She's kind of like brushing the horse and looking at you weird.
Hello, my name is Genhorn. So I start stroking the horse.
Okay, the horse goes.
What's your name?
Horse.
Nice to meet you, horse. Where have you been recently?
I live around here.
Do you go places?
Sometimes they take me.
Where?
I don't know. I don't care.
Does it smell anything particular or?
It all smells like city.
Okay. This is not going as well as expected. Maybe I'll try a different horse. I guess.
So as you are kind of, you are saying real words, and the guy is looking at you, and she's just seen that the horse is kind of like rebuffing, she kind of like keeps an eye on you and go, and the other stable was, and they're just looking at you as they continue brushing the horses.
Do you like the way that they're brushing you?
So you're now talking to another one that is kind of like black with white spot marks.
Are they doing a good job of brushing you?
Feels nice.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Have you been anywhere lately, apart from here?
I move around.
Have you seen anything?
I see things. Some grass patches, really good.
Yeah. Anything different to what you normally see?
The grass patches I ate from that are not here.
Okay. This is difficult. Have you seen any new people recently?
So many things.
Oh yeah, this is. Alright, maybe this was a bad idea.
So the boy and girl, they're just brushing horses, like, and they're looking at each other, and they're containing the laughter because they can only hear your side of the conversation.
Oh yeah, you probably don't. Yeah, wait a second. Could you spin around for me, please, just to.
Wait, no, I am being brushed.
Oh, just for quickly, please. It'd be really nice if you could do that for me.
Do you have a treat? Sugar.
I got
Do you
some.
have an apple?
I have some vegetables in my back still from.
You carry vegetables with
No,
you?
I went and got some the other day from the.
Okay, well,
So just
okay, you
a
have.
selection of like veg
Yeah.
from there.
Okay, so I'm gonna say you have some celery there. The horse might like.
Here I've got some. Here I've got some celery.
Okay. So he does a little thing, and the boy goes, "Hey, wait! Oh, what you doing?" And kind of like puts his hand up, and the horse finishes the turn and goes,
There you go, good boy.
chomps on it.
See, I'm not crazy. Talk to horses.
Sure, you offer the horse some salary, and the horse did a trick. Okay, you know what, sir? This was really entertaining, but you should be going now. If you don't work here, we cannot let you be here with the horses.
Have you seen anything weird around here?
You notice this is the coach house,
Yeah.
the two horses, the boy and girl, you're looking at the horses and the coach house, and as you ask that, the boy and girl kind of like look beyond you towards where you came from.
I just quickly glance.
Yeah. You glance around and you see what appears to be some kind of shortish woman, but walking towards you, but she has a spring in her step and is kind of wearing some leather armor. She has brown skin, maybe hair tied like in a neat bun, and what appears to be some kind of sheath and pommel poking out of the sheath. You know, some type of sword. You don't know. And just the way she's walking towards you, she has a martial attitude to her, and she's just beelining straight towards you.
Oh, it was nice to meet you. I'm going to turn around and head towards
Oh
her.
yeah, you do.
Go straight back towards her.
Towards her. Okay,
Yeah.
so you go. She stops there in the middle, in between the side entrance to the main house and the coach house, and waits for you to come over her.
Good.
So what are you doing here?
Good morning, afternoon, maybe. Oh, I was just having a chat with the horses.
Yes, I've been told you've been parking around,
Yeah.
asked to leave, and
Well, by
refused to do so.
well.
So I'm gonna ask you now again. If you don't have business here, you must leave now.
I just pull out my law sheet. Well, I mean, it doesn't say anywhere in the law that I have to leave if you ask me to.
This is private property, my friend. we are generous with not denying entrance to people that might have business here. But if you don't, you're abusing that. And then it can be construed as trespassing. So please.
Well, okay. I mean, I only came here to ask a few questions, but if you don't want to answer that, just looks suspicious on
If
your
you have
part.
business and the people that you
What's-
want to ask questions to are expecting you,
What's
then
your
by
name?
all means.
What's your name?
I'm not going to tell you my name.
Well,
What's your name?
My name is Genhorn.
Good, Genhorn. Time for you to leave.
I'm a gardener.
Perfect. Don't you have some work to do at some other garden?
How do I know that you work here? What's your name? I need it. How do I know you're officially part of this?
Okay, this is enough, Mr. Genhorn. I'm going to escort you now to the door. Please, walk that way.
I can find it myself, thanks.
No, I'm going to ask you to.
No, I'm alright.
She stops. She walks behind you and stands there, kind of like, please, move.
Right, whatever. Didn't like it here anyway. And walk off back to try and find where these guys were.
Okay. She starts, she gives you maybe like 30 feet. She's not like breathing on your neck. But she's kind of like keeping an eye, essentially. As you go around the main entrance to the house, you see them kind of like moving away. Keth going intently and Silas drying his feet a bit. And there is this guy in the sharp black suit. And as soon as you turn around and you see that, the woman comes behind you and says, Crowell? Huh. Find another one poking around. And Crowell turns around and looks at you both. What is this? Are you all together?
I'm too far away.
Well, you're further away, but you are kind of like slowly moving away.
I look at you. Then look back. He came through the gate with us, but I don't know who he is.
Oh, so you are gate crashing.
No, I don't think he knew how
Together.
to open the gate. I think he thought it was locked.
Well, this is enough. I'm sorry if this was a misunderstanding. I don't want to presume anything, but unless you have business here, I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to leave. If you were coming here
Oh.
for food,
No,
we're
I-
glad to share some with you.
I came here to check out if you guys worship.
I kind of give you a steely look.
Make a deception check. It's too late. Make a deception check. And you make a deception check. 7.
22!
Okay, so you giving him the look was subtle enough. And you are like, worship. And he goes, immediately narrows his eyes.
Any of the nature gods?
We worship Lathander, the Morning Lord.
Don't think I've heard that one. Is it a big one?
Make a deception check because you need 10. 5. She looks at the woman, and the woman goes, "Zing, just an inch. Time for you to go, Mr. Campbell."
Wait,
And she starts walking towards the door.
get my laws out again. Threatening a citizen. Well, that's not good, that.
You
Should
are
I-
trespassing in private
Whoa.
property.
I'm not trespassing yet. So, you should apologise to me, and then I'll leave.
Mr. Genhorn, are you sure you want to go against the lawyers of House Castellanter?
I just want an apology.
No. You leave now and
You're
don't
gonna
come
re-
back.
You're
Ever.
gonna regret this, not apologising. I'm gonna get the city guard.
Oh, good.
Not the watch, the guard, the army.
Yes. We'll be expecting the general themselves. Please. Time for you to go.
Fine.
Let us know if you want to meet us in court, in the courthouse. Just let us know which magistrate you pick. We'll let you pick now. On your way.
Oh, well, yeah. I'll pick one. I'll pick a good one.
Sure you will.
Does anyone know any...
I'm just standing still whilst all this is happening, just kind of looking like I'm enjoying the spectacle.
Okay.
Probably already out the door.
So the woman comes, stands next to Crowell, and they're just looking at you. The door is kind of like maybe 50 meters away. And they're just kind of like standing there waiting for you to look at you leaving. You're at the door.
I'm walking with you
I'm,
now.
I'm, leaving, I'm leaving.
I assume that you're walking out.
No, I was standing still.
Oh, I started walking away when I. Yeah.
Okay, so you walk away towards
Yeah,
the door
yeah, yeah.
and you're standing there.
Seems like you're might need better security than the rabbling like that.
Well, normally, people like yourselves that come here asking strange questions and suggesting strange things don't dare to do so. I suggest you don't dare to do so again.
Well, you didn't heed the urgency of my request, so next time I'm sure if our mutual acquaintances ask me again, more drastic measures may have to be taken to get attention. But we'll cross that bridge. Thank you for your time, and may our paths cross under better circumstances.
I'm sure that if there are any grounds for what you're talking about, you'll hear from us again.
You know how to find me. And with that, I turn and start walking away because they don't know how to find me. But I will.
Do you normally carry your ring visible?
My ring. It's usually. I would say no, but I think it's usually face down, so twisted, so in the palm.
Would you actively try to like
No,
keep it
not.
from?
Oh, in this situation,
Yeah.
I probably would try and keep it
Okay.
a little more hidden.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, so you walk towards the door. You reach there. Gamecom is kind of like waiting outside, I guess, and Cat is nowhere to be seen. You turn around and I don't know where he went.
Well, I mean, I'll be outside like 30 meters or
Okay.
50 meters away from the door.
Yeah. People, you notice now that all the gardeners and everyone is kind of like keeping an eye now in your general direction as you leave the grounds of the villa.
I kind of make eye contact with you as I leave, but kind of like, and walk. Like, I don't meet up with them.
Okay.
Like, I don't change my stride.
As if
to
you are like this weirdo.
strange. Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, as if it was a stranger. Okay, so yeah, you walk away. And you get home. What do you do?
Oh yeah, I'm ahead of him, so I'm just like walking out the door.
Oh, I thought you were just waiting
Oh,
at the
okay.
gate.
So you meet with Keth.
Yeah, I'll go and find him.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
Okay. So yeah, Keth is there, visible, within distance. So eventually, yeah, you'll get to them.
What? Know him rather well.
What on earth are you doing?
Well, look. We didn't know for sure it was them. They acted in a way that was incredibly suspicious. They knew a lot more than they were letting on, and were somewhat inflamed by the allegations, which means there is definite truth to the allegations, which means we've confirmed the suspicions that we had that they were involved.
They've definitely got something to hide in there.
Yeah. All went on. They talked a lot more than they thought they did.
Well, I mean, I thought we knew this all along. I mean, but
We should go back at
Yeah.
night and sneak in.
we're talking about one of the most powerful noble houses in the city, and
Well,
we go in there
until
like,
we bring
throwing
them down.
accusations.
We can bring them down.
We cannot bring them
Together.
down. We cannot bring them down.
Go on,
I don't know what you're
guys.
talking about.
Bring them
You
down
you
to
are
the
crazy. You are crazy. You two are crazy. Let's get back into the house.
Still got some more of that stew.
Yeah, well that's just probably a bit old, but I've got some veg. Let's go past. Let's go to the garden quickly. Just pick up a bit more stuff. Just bake some more stew.
Where's Lord Rene's house? Is he around here?
Probably on the way to my garden. Is it?
It's from where you are. It will be on the way to Trollskull Manor.
Okay. Well, let's go to the garden first, and we'll do it back. And then.
Yeah.
Well, it's on the garden is in the city of the dead.
No, the garden's up here. Somewhere.
Yeah, the garden is pretty close.
Okay.
Everything in the seawall is pretty close
Let's
together.
get to your garden.
Yeah, so you're gonna make for the garden as you, Niall, and Millie come out of Blackstaff Tower.
I mean, if you just
Unless you want to have any other questions before you left.
It's just like we'll go there. We're not going to do anything.
okay, well, let's just pretend that we've done that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna go there and pick something up.
And then go to Lord Rene's house.
Okay, I'm asking because you like to play minute by minute, so I never
No,
assume
no,
anything.
Let's just do that, please.
So you're gonna pick something
I'll
up
pick
and
up
then go
one,
to Lauren's.
Yeah.
Okay, so you make your way to Lauren's. you guys.
Well, I have my badge. I'm a bit hollow about it.
Why? You were so excited about it yesterday and this morning.
You heard the Millie. She sees me as an ally, not one of them.
Right, not yet. I mean, you've got to prove yourself. It's.
But
I mean, if it was easy, it wouldn't be worth anything,
I
right?
left a position of power where I could do something in force. Now I'm under the covers.
But that's for now. Like yesterday, you were completely different. Today, you're something different. What? You could be something entirely new tomorrow. It's all progress.
She got my colours right. I need to continue anyway. We need to find this information out for ourselves anyway. But before we go ahead, it's probably best to get the others.
Where? Like where are we? Well, where's next?
We're a team now.
I want to get that face from the place, from the fair, so we can fix the ghosts. But I mean, what?
No, we should probably do that as a team as well.
Do we do that first, or do we go see Ham instead?
No.
How long?
How long? You can wait a bit longer. I meant what I said there. You guys mean a lot to me now, so I'd rather do it as a team.
Right, but that's the thing. You know the stuff that's happening, like what happened this morning with the Dragonborn guy and all that.
Yes.
I don't really know what to make of that. I mean, it sounds interesting, and if they want to do things that they want to do, that's fine. But they're keeping secrets from us, and you gotta trust your friends.
I know, and some people it takes longer. I've been working with people all over the city, and some of them it takes a while for them to really open up.
I mean, I've known people before that they keep their secrets, and they want something from you, and they don't tell you everything, and they pretend to be your friend. Maybe they're not. Maybe they're in it for something else. Maybe they're just maybe they're just using us for that.
Let's ask them. I don't mind them not opening up if they're not prompted, but if we ask them directly questions and they avoid them or tell fibs, then I will be slightly worried. Especially after said I have a good team.
I'm open to accepting these people, but we don't know anything about them. They seem to have good intentions, and then I can't judge because I don't know what happened, but just want to be careful.
Let's just ask them questions that will let us know if our goals are aligned. My goal has always been to clean the city up.
Right. That sounds kind of bad when you say it like that.
Why?
I mean, clean it of what?
Of, wrongdoing.
It's perspective, right?
Make it peaceful.
I mean, that sounds nice.
Yes.
But then I suppose it's your means it's your means that's important, and if you come across with strange means, then you may end up doing worse things than what you're trying to fix. I don't think you can answer questions so quickly. I think it's about speaking to people and understanding what they're really about. And I kind of get where you're coming from, and I know the words you're saying, but I feel I've learnt more just by being around you and hearing more about your life than you've said to me. Whereas these other people, they've said, no, I know Cass from Icewind Dale. I know Silas. I don't know where he's from. They don't say that much. They keep everything to themselves, having these secret meetings. Just be careful.
I'm always careful. see what they say tonight. Let's have a nice dinner. We should go back and clean the place up. That'll definitely make them open up.
We're gonna wait for our delivery though.
They'll be there soon, they said. You know,
It's
a couple
afternoon.
of hours. I need to drop these pajamas off to my father. Give him a job to do.
Right.
Want to meet my family? Getting horns a step ahead of you there. I thought it was you who'd be first, Millie.
I'll say hello, but I don't want to get into our whole thing. We got business today. We need to go find that face, and we need to go find.
I'll make him aware that we're tight on time. I'll drop him off. To give him his role, and then we'll be off.
You don't think he's too busy, right? I mean, he has his own stuff.
No, I've seen what he's been doing lately. He could do with a distraction.
Okay, I will not mention that you said that. Let's go.
It's literally back where we came from, though.
Yes. So you're gonna go to your house.
In hindsight, we should have done it first.
I-
I was really excited.
Do you want to do anything in particular at your house, or will you just want to drop off your?
I did want to check in. I would have asked him about my cousin, who's the troubled. What was his name?
Okay.
Elgin.
So you want to talk to whom about Elgin?
My father.
Okay.
No. Yeah, actually, just my father. See.
Yeah. So your father will be working on the shop, essentially in the lab, as it were, the back of the house. You are kind of like ushered in. Your mother and Anne will are currently not in. They're apparently somewhere out doing some work outside, and Elgin is there with your father as you come in.
It's me again. I'm back.
Niall, so good to see you again.
No troubles this time.
Oh well, that's good to hear. That's good to hear. And who's your friend?
I've got another one.
Yes.
Can you believe it?
What? So many friends you have today. I'm so proud of you.
This one's Millie.
Okay. Oh, hello, Millie.
Nice to meet you.
And my name is Vamir, and this is Elgin, my nephew and collaborator here at the lab.
How does the place look right now?
It looks nice. There has been the scorch marks of like previous failed experiments are still there, but there doesn't seem to be any added thing to it.
I've seen you cleaned up a bit. You've still left a few spots there, though, Father.
Oh, well, this comes with the job, right? Alchemy.
Yes, and the other half of that job is.
The other half of that job is selling the alchemy.
It's cleaning.
Ah, yeah, that part
You
I
make a
never
mess.
liked.
You clean it up.
Yes, well, sometimes a mess is a sign of a job well done.
Elgin, I hope you're covering your ears. That's filth coming out of my father's mouth. Don't listen to that. Always clean up your mess.
He wasn't always like this.
No, I wasn't. I'll go in there.
He used to love playing in the dirt.
Yes.
Muddy face.
Imagine that for a second.
Yes. Rolling around the mud like a pig. So happy. Anyway, Niall.
We all love that story here, don't we? Niall didn't used to be this way.
Well, you are being tense these days.
I'm not.
So, do you come to stay for a few days or?
No, funny story. I have a house.
What?
Yes, I have a house.
How?
Still not quite sure about that. But my name is on the deed.
Well, congratulations, my friend.
We did a job well done, and someone gave us a house.
Oh, well, wait. Are you living together now?
Yes.
Wow.
It's not just us, though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
but-
the big guy.
Yes, he's there as well.
Wow.
Yes. It's a bit of a dump, though.
Okay. Well.
You're not visiting anytime soon.
Okay. Well, my son, just let me know when I can visit. I'm sure that Gwyneth will be delighted to visit as well.
Yes, wait for the invite, please.
Okay, we don't even know where it is.
It's
So
somewhere.
we will have to.
It's in the North Ward. So I'm moving up in the world. I have
Yes, you're finally moving out too.
Yes.
I'm so proud, my son.
Yes. I've one thing for you though, Father. I don't know.
Sure thing. Please. How can I help me?
I always remember you sewing things for me. You know. growing
Oh
up.
yes, of course. I always loved sewing.
You did always did a good lightning bolt.
A lightning bolt.
Yes, you always did a good lightning bolt. I remember vividly. You
Oh.
always did a good lightning bolt.
Yes. I mean, it was a pretty basic one.
Yes. How are you with moons and stars?
I can do a moon
Yes.
and a star.
Star. Have you ever sewn silk before?
Ooh. Oh, silk is a bit. I mean, I am kind of a rough cloth kind of worker. I don't have the fine experience that is needed for that kind of
I
cloth.
think if you really pushed yourself.
Sure. What? I mean, have you come across some silk on top of the house? Are you
Yes.
really
Well,
getting?
obviously I've bought new pajamas for the move-in.
Obviously.
Yes. So there's like a moving-in gift from you.
Oh, okay. So you want me to
I've bought the stuff. You just need to
sew some
sew some moons.
some moons and stars and lightning bolts?
No need for lightning bolts.
Moons and stars.
Yes.
Okay. You know that the Watchful Order sells robes with moons and stars. It's very magey.
Right, but do they do the softest silk in the city? No, I didn't
Well,
think so.
no, not for the yes. Okay.
Yes, well there you go. Don't you feel stupid.
Okay, son. It seems like going up in the house, in the city, has you acquiring some of the less impressive of the noble traits. Remember, we are a trades family.
Yes?
Don't it ever get up into your head, even if you are living. I don't know where are you living.
In the North Ward, Father.
Of course you are. Even if you're living there.
Yes. Well, you won't be saying that if you've seen the place.
Well, just
I
remember,
don't have a roof yet.
we are traders.
Trust me, I remember.
Yes.
Well, I'm not a trader.
No, yes, we are a trading family. We're not nobles.
We're a trading family, but I'm not a trader. I've never traded. But I know what you mean. Here's the silks.
Give me patience, Vincent.
I mean, no offense to you, Nogleton, but your priorities are a little skew. I mean, as he says, our house is not the nicest we've seen, and I think he's right in saying that you're not quite so welcome to the housewarming just yet. It's a little rundown, but you know we're living with 5 other people and a ghost, and we're more looking at niceties, things for around the house, and you know we see that I see that you've run a more of a kind of a general store.
It's a good alchemy shop, but
There's also kids there, but I'm
Elgin
hoping they go before you arrive.
Elgin tells you, you know, he's kind of like listening to this conversation and tells you, so you say you have a run-down house there in the north, well, I can come and help you if you want. I've been meaning to, you know, not move around, and I will still come and work, Uncle. It's just that I want to have my own place, and maybe, is there an empty room I could use there, or?
Well, we don't want things blown up.
Oh no, I will just take small time stuff there. Do you have like an attic or a cellar that I can use so I can run some simple
Yeah,
experiments?
but I mean, it's really not habitable.
It's very full as well. There's a
Oh,
lot
that's
of that.
perfect. That works for me.
Why?
Well, because yeah, random place sounds like perfect.
No, we need to make it nice because the ghost doesn't like it that it's gross at the moment.
The
So
ghost.
Yeah, so we've just been to buy cleaning supplies because it makes him smile.
What? There's a ghost.
There's already 5 kids there.
5 kids.
5?
That's 3.
You
There's
have
3.
three
There's
and a
already
cat.
3 kids
so you
there.
have kids, and you're not gonna make room for your cousin.
Well, they kind of came with it.
Well, I'm your cousin. Come on, cousin.
No.
Wow.
Wow, that's rude. Your father seems a bit taken aback by this, kind of like.
Father, is this? I mean, this is. He should be living with me, should he?
Well, it could be good for him to be out of the house for some time. Him and his sister have lived together so long, and then when they had to move here, still together, and I don't know, maybe it could be a good thing. Why don't you consider it, my son? A noble son, apparently.
Well, can he look after himself?
Of course I can.
We need to sort out a room first if we're going to do that. Because
Also, I'll clean and fix my room. Don't worry, if you give me a room, I'll
we
just...
gave him the basement. There's the dwarf in there at the moment.
Well, you have also a dwarf.
Forgetting about him.
You also have a dwarf.
There's so many people with us at the moment.
It's not a question of just cleaning. I mean, you have to do things that you aren't allowed to do. There's hard labor involved.
Okay. Okay. Well, if you give me like the setup, I'll be happy.
When you're not happy here, you have a home here. You have a room here.
Yeah, but you know, I kind of need my privacy, and sisters here, and
There's
I
more
mean-
people living in that house.
Well, no, but apart from you, I know there are no relatives. The other ones.
I'll tell you what. Your sister will know best. If she approves, you can come along. But also, I'm not the only one living there, so we'll have to do a vote of some sort. We are a democratic party,
Of course you are.
so you have to get an all-round approval.
DWP.
Oh wow. Okay.
So are you sure?
Yes, you can put my name forth in the ballot.
Yes, well, they would very much like to meet you, I guess.
Well, let me know when I can come there and submit to an interview or whatever, however you do these things.
Where's your sister right now?
She's up in the field ward with Auntie.
Are they gathering? They on the hunt for some supplies, I imagine.
Yeah, they're constantly talking about some kind of archaeological site there that they're gonna ruin because of the new temple they're trying to build to someone. And
Oh yes. Okay. I'll give you the address. Come there tonight with your sister,
why her?
because she has to approve.
Okay.
She's your older sister. She knows you better than anyone else. So if she's happy with it, I'm okay with it.
Okay.
Don't tell anyone else about the address, right? Not even. Don't let my father see that yet. I know he'll be over there straight away.
Sure, give me a note. You write it down. Okay. And you're gonna tell your father to sew some stuff.
Memorize it, burn it.
Oh, okay. Puts it in his pocket.
Yes, or blow it up, whatever you like to do.
Yeah,
This is
I'll
experiment.
just mass it. That's good.
Bring some more of my special soap with you as well, please.
Okay.
You know the stuff. I'm sure he's told you all about it.
Yep. And you're gonna ask your father to sew moons and stars.
Yes, Father. Here's
Okay.
the silks.
You're gonna leave them there for him to do it, or
I spent quite a lot. Can you possibly do it today, or some of it? Just
Oh,
just
no.
a few. Just a few.
This is gonna take some time, my son. This is
Why?
not one day work.
One a day.
What?
One a day. Keep you practiced.
Yeah, but okay. So come back in a 10-day, and we'll have a few.
No, I mean I need to sleep in it tonight. So just give it to to my cousins.
What? So okay, so you're gonna. Elgan is like, whoa, are you gonna be? Are you gonna having me bring pajamas back and forth every day?
Yes, just do the one, and I'll see if I'm okay with you doing the rest.
Okay. So your father kind of looks at you weird.
Yes.
Leave it here. I'll send it with Elgan tonight, with a moon and a star.
Really push yourself. I believe in you.
Oh,
You're a good father.
I appreciate so much, my son. I kind of like gives you a weird look. But yes, please. Are you staying for? Well, no, this is around like 3 p.m. now.
No, we need to clean.
Well, I'm happy for your visit then, and I'll see you soon. Okay. Vincent. So you leave. Going back to the manor. You guys went back to the manor.
You're so mean. No, we went to Lord Renair's.
Oh, Lorena's, sorry. You went to Lorena's. So you reach Lorena's house, and there's currently no one working outside.
So this is the place I'll better go first because I've been here before.
You've been here before.
Yeah.
Oh, you were at Lord Renair's house.
We came looking for him, didn't we, when we were first? He
I
went
had
missing.
no idea, did you?
Yeah, he went missing, so we came looking for him.
Yeah, you didn't get along with the gardener, did you?
Well, it was alright. I just don't think he was doing a very good job or anything, but he gave us a bit of information, so.
Did you tell him you didn't think he was doing a good job?
No, I didn't tell him that, no. Anyway, so just knock on the door.
Okay. You knock on the door, and one second. You see there coming out to open the door again someone that you recognize. She's a young girl wearing kind of like the thing to clean and whatnot, and she opens the door, looks at you all weird, and looks at you. Oh, I recognize you. You were a few days ago asking for Lord Renair, and yes, oh, you are the one involved in the rescue. I read everything. The Lord is back.
Yep.
Thank you very much, sir.
Yeah, no problem at all. We just came by. What did we come by to?
To speak to him.
What about?
Just to speak to him.
We just came to discuss business with him if he's around.
Oh, yes, of course, he's in his study.
Yes.
Yes, please, come in.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do I take my shoes off or?
Oh, no, it's all right. It is, we're used to clean the snow that everyone brings inside. It's fine.
Okay.
So you are in this house that has kind of like a porch entrance, like semicircular, leading into a ground outside, but it's not enclosed and private as the Castellantis. And you are led upstairs by this girl that appears to be some kind of housemaid onto the second floor, and there you see Eileen. You remember her as the chief housemaid. Smiles, recognizes you, and also, you know, she knows the story you read and Lorena, and leads you to a study. This study has kind of like closed windows. It's a bit stuffy but cozy and moody. The kind of place where you would sit down to have a glass of brandy and a cigar and read. And there you see Lord Renair kind of like smoking from a pipe and reading some kind of book. Well, my friend, it's good to see you. I wasn't expecting you.
Really? We were expecting you today.
Oh, was it today?
It's alright. Thought you might.
Oh, sorry, I totally forgot about it. Oh yes, I think I said that I would come by. I'm terribly sorry. Well, I was busy earlier in the morning, but we can go, or we can have the meeting now here, of course.
What is he reading?
Oh, it's just a book about Neverwinter history.
Okay.
Have you found anything out about why they might be after whatever was in your locket yet at all?
He stands up, goes towards the door, and kind of like closes it and invites you to sit down. Tells Aileen to bring some refreshments. Well, no, I haven't. I was reading my family history and nothing came up. Nothing I know of.
What about the Castellantes?
Castellantes, the bankers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're one of the richest houses in the city and one of the most important banker families.
Could we think they're involved somehow?
Involved?
Yeah,
No.
definitely something. They,
Why would they be involved?
well, we weren't.
Well, we had a hunch. So we decided to pay a visit to the city of the dead, to your family's mausoleum. So again,
My family mausoleum is not here, it's in Neverwinter.
So which is the one we visited?
It's mother's.
Your mother's mausoleum. I'm sorry.
Oh, Brandeth,
The
yes.
Brandeth, yes. And Genhorn here was able to have a chat with the tree that guards the mausoleum outside.
Yeah, the
He
tree.
has that ability.
I know about the tree, yes.
And the tree told Ganon that someone had infiltrated it and had disabled the tree and infiltrated the mausoleum.
What? When did this happen?
About 2 days ago.
So 2 days ago was when you were there or when the break-in happened?
When we were there.
Okay. You know when the break-in happened?
Do we know that?
I think you mentioned the tree said it was a few days prior.
Yeah, it
or
was.
a few weeks prior.
A few 10 days prior to.
Yeah,
Alright, well, it's,
before he'd been kidnapped.
Okay. What do you think they were after?
Well, we had a suspicion that if there was something inside of your locket, that your mother might have had something else. Oh, actually,
well, the tree
confirmed
said
that.
your mother might have been buried with a similar matching locket to yours.
So there was a bit of matching part, maybe of something, but we don't know what it was yet.
Maybe some of the pieces in the lockets form some sort of key.
Interesting. I never heard of this, and I know a lot about my family. However turbulent the past is, I learned of it. We can definitely. I mean, do you think that if someone broke in the tomb, this would be terrible? They could have desecrated my mother's remains.
Yeah,
you
you
think
might want to
that-
have that checked.
Given your status within the family, obviously you would have access to the grounds. Would you be willing? Because I think by now that priest should have been able to extract whatever it was that he mentioned he wanted to do.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
you could. Sorry, there were imps involved as well.
Which is
but
why-
they-
No, the imps were not involved in the breaking in, but
No,
whilst we
they
were
were
talking
in
to
the
the
tomb.
tree
they
outside,
were guarding it.
the trees were keeping an eye, the imps were keeping an eye to see if anyone came around, and we actually managed to kill the imps, but we had a chat beforehand, and they seem to belong to the Castellanter noble house.
Well, which we.
These are serious accusations.
They are, but if you could escort us to the grounds.
Or maybe
in
it'd
the
be
city
better
of
if
the
we
dead.
just met there.
Well, the tree said that we asked the tree if we could go in and investigate inside the mausoleum, but the tree said unless we went with one of the blood of the family.
Yes,
that was
only. You can only enter there if you're accompanied by one of my mother's blood.
So do you have any brothers and sisters?
Well, why would we need them when he is?
No, we
Oh,
Just
because of
wondering if
protection,
the tree
yes.
was disabled, maybe.
No.
Well, if they had brothers or sisters, they would have no need to disable
That
the
is
tree.
true. Yeah, never mind that.
Well, I don't know. I mean, we could certainly go there and enter the crypt and see what happened.
Yeah.
It would be beneficial if we could maybe swing by, see if the others have come out from the tavern. I
Yeah,
know
it's on the way there anyways.
they
Yeah.
had some interest. Would you
Of
be
course, yes.
up for some entertainment this evening as well? We're thinking of checking out the Sea Maidens Fair. If you wanted to have a bit more of a relaxed time than the past few days may have allowed. bring Frun along if you like.
I actually have things to do tonight, but if
Inside check.
yeah, sure thing.
11.
He certainly seems to have things to do. But yes, maybe some other time. When do you want to? Shall we meet to visit the crypt tomorrow then?
I mean, we could go now. We could go past the house and pick up the others and go to the crypt.
I feel like it's quite urgent. We may have, well, prior to visiting here, we took a quick trip to the Casamanta's grounds just to see if we could find any evidence that solidified our.
Well, you need to be careful with that, my
thoughts.
friend.
We do, and I left somewhat, maybe not cryptic, but a hint to imply that those that watch over the grounds, your mother's tomb, had been found and destroyed. So with any luck, whilst we're there, we might be able to stake out them returning and investigating the scene as well.
Well, since accusing the Casamantas, that's a major thing. You need to be sure of what you're doing here.
To be honest with you, it's become quite apparent that we don't know what we're doing here. There's a lot going on, and various people think that we are far more involved than we are. We've had the.
Seems to me that you are very involved in everything.
Well, the Xanathars Guild have already come to our house in an attempt to kill us.
Yeah, we killed him though.
I mean, all the things you're telling me, you already know more about a lot of people out there.
Well, no, we got thrown into the thick of it. Do you know anything about an eye or a stone to do with your father? Any of that mean anything to you? Did he have any particularly expensive pieces of jewellery with precious stones inside?
No,
Fake
never heard.
eye?
But
Never heard of that.
if it was an eye, maybe it was two parts of the eye, one in each locket.
Maybe one of them was the eye, the other is stone.
Yeah, could be either. But that's what we managed to extract from the Xanathars Guild member for his
But
Excellent.
why would they be looking for stones and eyes and things in the crypt?
Well, everyone's talking about the Neverember Enigma. That seems to be the main thing.
Yes, but how is that related to that? Well, in theory, Neverember Enigma is what happened to all the gold he embezzled.
Well, those might be the clues that lead to its location, the keys that open whatever. I mean, clearly there's a lot of very important and powerful people interested. I mean, we can dismiss it as rumors and silliness, but
Well, if you want to go, yes, let's go now.
okay.
Yeah,
Let's go past our house. We can show you our magnificent abode and hopefully find the others.
Oh, sure thing, of course. Yes, let's go there. And he kind of like suits up with his rapier and.
Yeah, you might want to take that.
As he's getting ready, I'll lean in to get. Do you think maybe we should pop into that bookshop and prove that our connections to the Lord was not unfounded? Or is this pushing our luck a little bit too far?
I just don't know. I mean, he has allegations against you, even if you have the support of a nobleman.
Yeah, I suppose
I
we
mean-
probably don't want to drag the support of another
Yeah.
one through the mud. No, you're right.
What are you two whispering about?
Different types of boots.
Inside check. Oh yeah. Okay.
So okay, so get important, and as you are walking around the house, you see everyone. You see there everyone you have already met. Pretty much, you see
Jack.
You see Jack Summerwine, the cook's apprentice. You see Annabelle, but you don't see the groundskeeper anywhere.
It's what's her name? Who's the main house?
Aileen.
Eileen. Is she around?
Yeah, she's around. She's the one that led you to the study after the girl initially let you in.
Eileen.
Yes, for you, she's a middle-aged woman, kind of like light black, white skin and graying hair, very neatly pressed, like made clothes and very serious composure. Yes, of course.
What was the gardener today?
Daraka.
Yeah.
Oh, he's been gone for a couple of days. Hasn't showed up. It's not unusual, but he usually warns us.
Do you know where he sort of hangs out, where he might live, or?
I guess we have an address. Let me.
Might just go and check on him for you, make sure he's alright.
Okay. Yes. We should probably. I'll send Jack. Thank you. Yeah.
Alright.
That's not a bad idea. Yes.
Okay. Well, let us know that if anything bad's happened, or.
Yeah. Sure.
really-
Laura now looks at you. Yes, I hadn't noticed that Daraka wasn't here. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just didn't notice what happens with the servant folk. But I'm entirely sorry, Eileen. Yes, please do send Jack to look after our good friend Daraka. Make sure he's all right.
Could we get the address anyway? For his place of residence.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh, 22.
Okay.
Just if we're in the area, we're not.
Sure. They give you an address.
1, 2, 3, gardener's house.
Traitor's house. Traitor Alley.
Actually,
All the Clues house.
I'll tell you.
Just a map on the wall with all the clues.
He
in it.
lives in the Castellanta's manor. He was the gardener that you tried to arrest you.
He lives at our place. Because everyone does. It's true.
That guy just thought I was going to try and take him to the forest and touch him up or something.
You should have, when he was like, you think you're a better gardener, you should have done your druid craft and be like, bloom! And then be like, yeah, gardener.
I thought about like doing like actually moulding the earth and like making just some landscaping and stuff, but I was like, technically that could be seen as like breaking the law because it's kind of like
Vandalism.
vandalism. Yeah, I was like,
You could do better? Yes, mud!
Just a 5-foot cube of mud just appears in the ground.
just sink him down into it slowly, like, haha, look at you down there. Hi.
You'll have to catch
Get out
me,
of
but-
that hole! And he climbs down like,
Could
get
you
out of
use
that
it to
hole!
move him down and
Yeah.
then like move 5 foot across, so you just kind of bury him in the earth.
Well, it's so slow you can't really do it. Like the reaction speed of someone will be able to like avoid that happening.
What
So
if 2 people did it at once? The most powerful spell in the game. Good for burying bodies.
they tell you he's renting. He rents a room at the Inn of the Dripping Dagger, located in the Trades Ward.
Dripping with his own blood.
Dripping Dagger.
What's his? How do you spell his name again?
Darakara.
Dalakar is
Dalakar.
Dalakar. Dalakar.
Where's the drip dagger? Sorry.
Dripping
The Inn of the Dripping Dagger, which is in the Trades Ward.
And he's been dead for how long? Sorry?
I mean, it's a bit ominous. The dripping dagger. It's like, was well if the assassins guild hang out, or whatever. Or something like that.
Why?
Does
You,
the,
you
yeah,
won't put an ember like that in Assassins.
does the name of the Dripping Dagger, does it ring a bell? Because in the Trades Ward for having any kind of particular reputation. Is it the turf of any...
Make a history charisma check. Is my is
Oh,
my
that's
life-
not good. So +3 +4.
Powers of the Earth is the only one.
7.
7. You only know that it's kind of like a joint where it's favored by adventurous mercenaries, but mostly down on the luck. It's not. It's not like it's kind of like the shit version or the cheap version, let's call it, of the Yawning Portal. Instead of being all like the glamorous
It's like
adventurers.
Weatherspoons, basically.
It's like the only portal Weatherspoons.
Anyway, this was the way you're supposed to
And there is, I'm gonna say, who's there? You,
Three of us.
Yeah, no one else could know something.
Ooh. Alright, Mr. Loranair, let's be on our way.
What about when Kev did his place to hard research as to where to stay in Waterdeep to get a good bargain?
Let's,
Never happened.
okay, let's go. So you go back to the manor.
Yeah, we will.
I'm gonna say, after the visit to Winter Garden, you arrive pretty much at the same time from different directions. You, Niall, and Millie see these three arrive with Loranair on tow. It's
As I
kind
get
of
back
like
to the
enjoying the
area,
sights.
Put my hood up
Yeah.
and my scarf on.
Okay, you go like really big.
I'm gonna put my scope in my hood up as well.
Yeah.
So
So it is Genro, Loranair, and two really shady hooded individuals.
Has our supplies arrived?
Well, no.
Are the kids back?
No.
Hey! Howdy!
Get all your shopping done.
You're all really hungry.
Do you like you got much?
Oh, he's gonna make
Oh, it's
stew.
all coming. Don't worry.
Oh,
Just
okay.
buy something on the way.
Oh, he's got vegetables to make a stew.
Yeah, we'll have this later. I mean, we had a. Do you want?
Why don't you save it for the evening and just grab something on the way?
Yeah, I'll grab
We
some.
went with Loranair. I'm not sure Loranair will want to.
Where are we going?
Oh, sorry. We just met with Loranair. How did your morning go?
I mean, we got all the things we were going for and more.
It was a bit of detox, wasn't it? Really.
So we were just basically thinking of heading down back to the City of the Dead.
We're not thinking about it. Renee's going to take us into the Brandath tomb because we
Yeah.
obviously can't get in past the tree. We told him that the place had been potentially raided by,
What time is? was
Yeah,
that
we explained what happened the other day.
Okay.
and we popped to the Castellantas manor
Oh.
briefly. It seems that they're up to something, but obviously they wouldn't let on as to what.
Yeah, we might have upset them a little bit.
Did you
Yeah.
say anything?
Nothing overly provocative, but they take offence to most of our
So
attempts to communicate.
somewhat provocative then.
I simply let them know that we knew what they were up to.
Right. So tonight we're looking for them. Coming to kill us?
They don't know where we live.
To be honest with you, the way the law works, if they are the bad guys, makes it easy if they come and try and kill us, because then we can just kill them and we don't have to worry about it.
If they're the bad guys and they want to kill us, we're all dead. So let's just not worry about it for now.
Oh, why aren't you dead already?
Now seems like the time to worry about it because we're not going to be
Filled
able to do
the
it later
name.
because we're going to be
That's
dead.
you. I'm dead.
Because Millie makes people's heads explode.
Yeah,
Did
we-
they-
Miller's got our backs, we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Did they have any idea? Did they look like they had any idea what you were talking about?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, even the horses, they were lying as well, I'm pretty sure.
Did they make any threats?
Ants in any grass.
Yes.
What did they say?
They told us to get the hell out of her property, and I think they had a point, but I think
What's your threat?
They said that if we continue, we will regret our
Continue
course
what?
of actions. Throwing accusations about their involvement within some more distasteful practices.
Was that the plan?
To be honest with you, we got to the gates and the whole thing was quite intimidating. So we.
Did you threaten them?
no, we didn't
Marginally.
threaten. No, we didn't threaten them, but Silas hinted at the fact that they might not just be worshippers of Flathander, which naturally they didn't take very, they didn't take very well.
Did they know who any of you are?
Yeah.
Not by name.
I'll
They
give
will-
them my name.
They,
Oh yeah, you did.
So they
didn't
know.
they
you?
will find out who we are. It's just a matter of
Did
time.
you look like
We're
yourself?
famous now in the city. Everybody will know us.
Yeah.
There
Sure.
we are in the paper. But Lord Renair here has given up his afternoon to help us get to
Oh
at
no.
least some more information on the
Yeah.
matter.
We should probably make our way there before the light gets darker
Do they know where
in
you
like
live?
5 hours.
I mean,
Yeah, we'll find out where we live. We're in the papers.
and they're a powerful family.
Oh.
It's fine, look. To be honest with you, all I wanted to do was to try and poke the hornet's nest enough that they might go to the City of the Dead.
Sting you.
I let them know that one of the imps, without obviously specifying one of the imps, was in the hands of the priests of Cannonball.
Oh yeah, we have to go talk to the priests of Kilmore.
Which, you wanted to speak to anyway,
Right.
to see what it could learn.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
we're now heading there. I thought maybe afterwards
I mean, it's not. Yeah.
we could go to the Sea Maidens Fair and have a bit more of a light, relaxing evening.
Get that face.
Yes, but I was trying to mask that.
I already planned a like relaxing evening.
Cleaning.
Yes.
Mm.
All of us.
Well,
Can we hire someone to do this for us?
should we?
I'm sure that can be done.
Lauren looks around. Yeah, so I mean, you need the guilds to do this all for you.
That sounds like a fantastic
Do you
idea.
think?
You need coin, that's all.
Do you think you may be able
I'm
to?
sure you can help us
Like
with
to
that.
sponsor our property. We're gonna start a brewery, and we could maybe you could be like a silent partner.
Oh,
in
I'm
that.
afraid my purse, understandably, has stretched
Do you must
a
have
bit too thin. There's,
people that you know though that might want to invest? In
I
something
can
like
I
this?
can get you in touch. I know of actually the Casalantes are a great option. They're bankers.
Well, I may have burned that bridge.
We are walking by
Almost.
the way, was it?
Oh, so you can
Well,
borrow from them.
maybe I'll go back and have a chat with them tomorrow about it.
There is
Smooth it out.
there is of course Mert, the moneylender. He's one of the most famous, and he's a. I mean, I don't consider him a friend, but Mert.
Oh well, we'll be expecting him at some
Oh,
point
okay.
anyway.
Okay, if you could put in a good word for us, perhaps
Yeah.
it will give us a favourable
That would
rate.
be very
Yeah.
nice.
And of course, if you rather go to other aspects of the city, I know that after what happened, I know it's weird for me to say this, but I know that they had nothing to do with it. Tavil, from the official chapter of the Zentry,
Mm-hmm.
the Zentry runs different operations, amongst them money lending and finance.
Perhaps the Casalantes isn't the worst idea.
No.
I think that's a terrible idea.
If only we'd have done this in a different order.
I want, except for Lovrenair here, which whom I greatly adore and respect, I want to have nothing to do with noble families.
Hear me out, hear me out, hear me out. No.
I appreciate, but it's an underhanded insult. Anyway, sorry.
if obviously myself or Genborn, who have clearly caused some aggravation there, but
I mean,
Millicent and now within and yourself within an element of disguise could present themselves as an upcoming business. We therefore make these connections with the Casalantes, which allows us access to some of their more high-ranking family members, in which we can try and unearth through conversation and trust their.
That's the kind of. I mean,
It's a long.
It's a long con.
Maybe this
It's a
a
massive long
suggestion
con.
for
Isn't that?
like the day after like we got attacked and then you got some other business going on in the evening and everything's just falling apart around us. I'm
But
feeling
you got attacked.
Yeah, we told you last night we got attacked by the Santa.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes.
yeah, not by the Casalantes.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
but like everything's just kind of falling apart around us and I'm kind of I slept here last night because I felt unsafe walking home and then
You're the
everything
safest
last
one of
night
all.
happened. I mean I don't even wear like armor and I don't have a sword
You can explode people's heads.
sometimes.
It's more than any of us have ever done.
Well,
I don't want to start a war like not today at least.
Well,
Oh,
I tell you, but you're already in one.
Yeah.
The Xanathus Guild aren't going to let up. They think we know something. And until we get to the bottom of it, by either proving that we don't, or finding out what they want and stopping them, that's it. We're in the middle of something that we've unintentionally or intentionally got ourselves involved with.
With one group of people, not that doesn't involve the Castellantes.
It doesn't involve the Castellantes, but
Should I, sorry, interrupt, but I mean, before it gets dark, we
Oh,
should
we are
probably-
walking.
Oh, we're
No,
walking.
we're not just standing there. We're just walking. We're about to get there. Just
Yeah.
tidying up.
The conversation ends as you get there.
Yeah.
Just in time.
But speaking of money though, did you get your dagger back? Did you give him his dagger? Did you get
No, it seems.
Yes, I wanted to go with you to a certain shop I know in the Dorkwood where you can get tools
Well,
that are far more suited for your trade than simple knives.
perhaps we can make a brief stop and then part ways as we head to the Sea Maidens Fair. As that is on our direction, and then I'm sure you can take a carriage back up to your district. Safer than walking
Yeah,
alone.
if we make it there on time, it's already like 4 p.m. But yes, sure.
Alright.
Oh, here we are. Look at that.
And you are in the City of the Dead. Wait, so it's 8. Do you want to have
Yeah, it makes sense to me.
dinner?
Right here.
Quick break and dinner?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, sir. I mean, I wanted to have that conversation, but I suppose like having Laura and Nair around might be a bit funny.
Okay.
Well, the conversation that Millicent wanted to drive for.
Oh, but we're all gonna die.
Right. See you in a moment as once again we go to the city.
Indeed.
Dun, dun.